Oh, Magpie is here with my sub-anniversary. Though, it's not really an anniversary if it's only monthly, now is it?
Welcome to LoganRobo's channel, broadcasting live on twitch.tv/LoganRobo and on youtube.com/LoganRobo. Tonight's game will be Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice. Hey guys, can you believe it? Christmas, just a week away. Christmas is in a week. Woohoo! I'm so happy about this information. Thank you for tuning in to twitch.tv/LoganRobo and youtube.com/LoganRobo. Please enjoy the stream. And we are live! How is everybody doing? First of all, Magpie, thank you so much for re-upping the sub. I think a monthly anniversary can count. Because, you know, like if you're like dating somebody, you can have a 1 month anniversary. You're at 6 months now. So thank you so much for that. That's 2/3 of the way to a subscription, baby. I do think the word anniversary, I'm not a word scientist. What's the word for like someone who studies word origins? I'm not one of those. I do assume that it has to do with, game is stuttering already, with like years, because I think Annie means, it's like French for year, so anniversary,
Only
you know.
you can prevent Lonely Logan from kicking off the robot apocalypse. Seriously guys, keep him distracted.
Fortunately, I think most of my robots are plastic, and therefore unlikely to apocalypse anything. I need to load up the game, because whenever the music in the main menu stutters, like, I don't know why, they seem to have parts of this track on different tracks. And it drives me crazy. So let me load up the game. Thank you, Ruka, for the 10 bits. How are you doing? I should read some chat. I see that Extemporaneous was here bright and early with a lurk. Random Transformers check. Turbo Master. Who is bro and why is he a master? Oh, I like Turbo Master. Not to be confused with a type of transformer called a Turbo Master. Turbo Master is great. He was a with the Oh, Queen Katie with a raid right away. I haven't even finished Extemporaneous's pre-show Random Transformers check. And we got a raid. Rukov, would you be so kind as to do a shout out for Queen Katie? And we'll cross our fingers that it'll work with Twitch Guru. And we'll see. Otherwise, I don't know. I hope Rukov didn't like just, if Rukov did, I will start typing in shout out at Queen Katie. And then I will type that in and see what happens. And Twitch Guru does not want to work. Oh, I'll try one more time. I'll try one more time with that. Because you got to try twice with the Queen Katie shout. But how was your stream, Queen Katie? At Queen Katie. And then when Rukov comes back, he'll probably see, oh, there's a raid, and then give you an extra shout out, because that's what happens. And, there's some Pokemon. Some poking mans. Oh, look at those little mans poking each other. With like grass and things like that.
Left.
Macaroni lived! Huzzah! And was this a Nuzlocke that you were doing, Queen Katie? So if Macaroni hadn't lived, Macaroni would be dead.
And I almost leveled up.
Like perma-dead. But okay, I should read some chat. If you're lurking, we'll get to the game in a minute. Get to the game in a minute. Just chill. So as I said, Exterminatus did a random Transformers check for Turbo Master. I don't know, is Vero here to hear the Transformers check? Maybe I should wait till Vero gets here to actually to speak it and say who it is. I think I will. Somebody remind me when Vero gets here. Or if we get like 2 hours of the stream and there's still no Vero, then I'll say who Turbo Master is. But Exterminatus also gives a would you rather. Would you rather be a good inventor or a good writer? I like writing a lot. I'd like to think I'm pretty good at it. I could probably have a lot of improvement, but I do feel like being a good inventor is probably a lot more useful. Like, being a good writer, it's hard to show that immediately. Like, if you write an amazing book, somebody's gotta like take it. It needs to put in serious investment to read enough of it to realize, oh, you're a good writer. With an inventor, if you have something that works really well, I feel like you can show it off and probably make a lot of money that way. So I enjoyed writing, but Inventor would probably be better. And there's Weedle, says, hello, man who kicks puppies. Who you talking to, Weedle? But how you doing? I hope you haven't had any more 50-mile midnight trudges through the snow to get snacks at convenience stores. Wendy says, we still haven't finished this game. We're close. We're close. If we get to the trial tonight, I figure maybe another 2 or 3 streams. We can maybe finish this by New Year and then start off 2025 with Edgeworth Investigations. But how you doing, Wendy? And there was Magpie's re-up of the sub. Thank you again so much, Magpie. I really appreciate that. Wendy said, also, chat, part of me wants to get into Final Fantasy because Aerith is pretty. Which is the best one to start with? Okay, if I was to suggest the best one to start with, my favorite is 6. But I recommend people start with 4. I think it's good to start early because, like, they add features. You know, 4 is really solid. I say do 4, then 6, then 7, maybe 8. 8 has its fans. I'm not a big fan. I'd say go to 9. So I'd say do 4, 6, 7, and then 9. And then see where you're at that point. And then 10. Then 10, I guess. I've never actually played 10, but I hear it's really good. Weedle says, Wendy, have you seen the new illusion things in Yu-Gi-Oh? And if so, opinion? Wendy says, are we talking in Master Duel? Magpie says, I'm back in my Batman fandom time. Oh, what pulled you back into it? Are you doing specific Batman stuff? Wendy says, actually, Christmas is now in 6 days. I've been shamed. My just a week away information was inaccurate, technically. Magpie says, oh no, I still need to buy gift cards. I got my greeting cards done. I'm almost done with my Christmas shopping. I'm so close. What he says, I still haven't finished Christmas shopping. I'm cooked. You know, you're not cooked till Monday or Tuesday. Magpie says anniversary implies annual. Yeah, because like any means like annual, it's any, but I still think you can have like a 1-month anniversary. There's a Queen Katie raid. Oak said, watch out, the queen of raids and her bats are flying into your kingdom. Enjoy the raid. Oak, does that mean you're a bat? Wendy says, Katie raid! Let me read one more comment, then we'll get back to the game. Already I see like half of our lurkers have left, probably because like we're not even trying to break this guy's psyche locks. Magpie says, today I played a lot of Jackbox with coworkers. It was a work party day, and I'm done with work and thinking about playing Gotham Knights while you solve crime. I've also made my Steam Deck start downloading Arkham Knight, even though that game is broken. Is it broken on Steam Deck? Because I played Arkham Knight, and it played just fine. I was initially very excited when Gotham Knights was coming out because I wanted to play a game as Tim Drake. He's my favorite Robin and favorite DC character. However, I don't think my computer is capable of playing it. And then I heard it got bad reviews. So I hope it's good. I hope it works for you, Magpie, and I hope that you enjoy it. So yes, let's play some games. But how are all of you? Rukov, Weedle, Wendy, Magpie, Oak, Queen Katie. Have other people come in that I'm extemporaneous earlier? How are y'all doing? Okay, so let's see here. I have to break those psyche locks and find out what. I don't even remember what he's hiding. I'm assuming it's just something you don't want to talk about. It doesn't even tell me. It's just pierce his secret. We're gonna pierce this man's secret. Take that. We're diving right into this. 3 psyche locks. Pierce his secret. Pierce. You're hiding something from me about this candelabra, aren't you? Oh, that's right. So we found this candelabra. Underneath the candles, one of the 2 spikes was broken off, and there was a luminol reaction all over this side to show that there was blood. There was also fingerprints on here. I can't remember whose fingerprints they were. Oh, crap. I was trying to click court record. Stop wiping your thing. I'm trying to go to court record, bro. You're taking too long wiping your lens. So let's see, it was, oh yeah, Gloomsbury's left-hand fingerprints are on there. So yeah, we're gonna find out what else is going on. It is one of the candelabras from the Flying Chapel, is it not? Is there something special about it? Actually, yes. There's some blood on it, you see. I think the blood might belong to this person. I assume we're gonna say, Soren Sprocket, because he collapsed with blood coming out of his gut. So unless he just has like severe stomach hole syndrome, he probably got stabbed. We're gonna say Soren Sprocket. Take that. Soren has a rather nasty wound on his body, doesn't he? C1 locked down. We're practically at the trial already. Yes, Master Soren is indeed injured. Are any of the people involved with this case injured? Wait, did you say any of the other people? Is that what he said? I got it. What was the history on that? Any of the other people, yeah. Not as far as I know. Well, Gloomsbury is injured. He's so injured he's dead. I see. Then let me ask you this, Pierce. Do you suppose Soren could have been more directly involved than you're letting on? Oh, what in the world would make you think that? Okay, so we know that our client, Ellen Wyatt, was attacked on the deck of that giant blimp Zeppelin thing by Gloomsbury. Attacked, we say. I don't think Gloomsbury was actually trying to kill her, but she certainly seemed to think it. Soren, I hope, genuinely does like her, so maybe he's the one who she saw attack Gloomsbury before she passed out, and he was trying to save her. But I still think Pierce Nickety is the murderer. Oh, what in the world would make you think that? Oh, I've got my reasons. Mr. Gloomsbury's fingerprints were found on this candelabra's stem, which leads me to believe that Mr. Gloomsbury stabbed Soren with it. You cannot possibly think Master Soren is the one responsible for the murder. I don't have any conclusive evidence of that at the moment, but I do think he had a motive. This proves that Soren had a motive to kill Mr. Gloomsbury. It's the thing that shows that he was the driver that got Selena killed. Although we did this whole thing where we explained that he bore him no ill will. Let's present it anyway. Even though it was an accident, Mr. Gloomsbury was the man responsible for taking Soren's sister away. Crash! Oh, I smile when I think about his sister being taken away. Let us suppose that Gloomsbury did stab Master Soren with the candelabra. Can you prove that it had anything to do with this case? He might have been stabbed. Sorry, I do not speak while I'm shining. He might have been stabbed at some other location for some other reason. Sorry, but I can prove it was. I won't talk while you're squeaking either. Related to this case. Oh, really? Soren's stabbing and Mr. Gloomsbury's death are definitely connected. Are they now? This is the piece of evidence that ties Soren's injury to Mr. Gloomsbury's murder. Is it gonna be the blood on the lift, maybe? I'm feeling good about how this is going. I'm gonna read some more chat though, because I'm already behind. Oak said Twitch hates Katie. Twitch only, Mr. Twitch Bezos only hates some of Katie's clips, I think. Quick Katie says, howdy, we had a great time. I'm glad to hear. I think I saw you were playing some more Slay the Princess. I wanted to pop in, but I feel like you gotta be like an end game toward the end of 100%ing that. There would be spoiler stuff for me, but have you 100%ed it yet? Oak says, my monitor broke, so now I have no money because I have to get a new monitor. Oh yeah, didn't you mention something about needing to get a new monitor last time? Kuya says, I finished another playthrough and I have 2 princesses left to collect before starting to fill the gallery. Okay, so you're almost there. You excited? Oak says, you could say ... My monitor broke, so now I'm broke. Hey, that's a good one. I like that, Oak. I don't like that you're broke. But I like the way that you use the word to mean 2 things. Wow! That's fair. That is fair. You know what? That earned a chairman. Oak says, although that also means I won't have money to spend on Logan Robo bits. That's okay. As I've said before, generosity with stuff like bits and subscriptions, they're never required. Always appreciated, but never like required. Magpie says, I'm already a good writer. I'd love to know how to invent, but would I trade writing for inventing? Probably not. Well, the thing is, even though inventing will probably get you more money, writing is so fulfilling, you know? Quick Katie says, by the way, Logan, I am currently on the princess that you got for your first ending in your playthrough. The spooky one, the one that had like all of the different voices that I had no idea. I feel like that would have been so much more meaningful to me as a player if I'd done other things first, but I just made bad choices, apparently. Oak says, I must be frugal with my remaining bits. All right, I will trust you to do that. But anyway, let's get back to the game for a bit. And then we'll play some more. Okay, so I'm guessing it's the lift blood stain. Because it says it matches the blood on the candelabra, so if that is Soren's blood, then yeah. Take that! Take that! A blood stain was found on the side of the lift that goes between the hold and the Vista deck. Its blood matches the blood that's on the candelabra. Here's my question. In the case of this whole investigation, does that mean nobody used that lift while somebody else was in the hold? Because you would have noticed that blood like right away. Its blood matches the blood that's on the candelabra. I obtained the results straight from the police, so I can assure you this information is correct. They're still not claiming, they're not verifying it's Soren's. It might be someone else. Have we checked Pierce's tummy for a stabby wound? This blood stain on the lift indicates an important fact. It shows us that the murder was in the reception hall, Soren was there during the crime, or Gloomsbury wasn't there. No, it shows us that Soren, assuming it's Soren's blood, shows that he was there. Ha-cha! Soren's blood is on the lift, which can only mean one thing. He was there, wasn't he? Soren was at the scene of the crime. Ha-cha. You are very astute, Mr. Wright, but you haven't noticed that my final psyche lock is not broken. It appears I cannot hide this from you any longer. Very well. I will tell you everything. Oh, there it goes! It was just a delayed reaction. It was like a hand grenade. You toss it out there and then it blows up later. Unlock successful! Yay. Okay, we made it through the psyche lock. So after this conversation, I'm guessing we'll like go back to the Write Anything agency and have a recap, and then we'll be at the trial. Weedle says, I may have went out same path to get nugs and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Ooh. That actually is a nice combination. You just gotta make sure your fingers aren't too greasy from the nugs for the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Or that your fingers haven't gotten like ink from the cards when you have your nugs. Use different hands for nugs and cards. When he said, I gotta grind on investigations too. As long as you start like 5 minutes before me, you'll end it like a month before me. Oak says, is the background music a little too loud for anyone else? That's a good question. Is it too loud for y'all? I haven't changed any of my settings. Is it too loud? I wouldn't have thought that anything would change from my settings. Maybe that's why the lurkers were jumping ship earlier. Let me know if the background music has mysteriously gotten too loud in this game. But first of all, let's talk about Pierce's secret. Could you tell me about Soren's injury? Very well. This is what I heard directly from Master Soren himself. As you surmised, Master Soren was stabbed by Gloomsbury on the day of the murder. It happened after the first wedding reception. The happy couple was in the reception hall when suddenly Gloomsbury appeared. I thought he lunged at Ellen out on the Vista deck, not in the reception hall. He attacked Miss Ellen and tried to take her away. Master Soren went to stop him and found himself in a struggle with Gloomsbury. Okay, so maybe it started here and then ended up on the Vista deck. That is when Master Soren was stabbed with the candelabra, he said. I should also try to look at the bottom of the chat to see if anybody has said anything about whether the background music is too loud. Even though Master Soren was badly injured, he went after Gloomsbury. So Soren really was at the scene of the murder, wasn't he? Yes, that is correct. However, by the time Master Soren arrived at the scene, Gloomsbury had already been murdered. Wait, was this after the... Did he say this was after the second?
Hey Sentimental Longer, just letting you know again how much we appreciate you for bringing joy to all of us with these streams. It's always a lot of fun being here and interacting with the community. Thank you so long, go less than 3. And happy 300th?
Wait, huh? Wait,
It's fine for me, but I'm on speaker so I'm not sure if it is different for headphone users.
I always feel like on headphones, that type of stuff is more of a problem. I could be wrong. But thank you very much, Wendy. I really appreciate you having my back and let me know. I will assume that for now it's okay, unless we get multiple people reporting that it's really bad. But thank you so much for the 10 bits, and thank you. Also, Oak, for the 10 bits, and your message got cut off and said happy 300th. Boo to you. To me. I'm estimating about 300 boos because I have said 4,000 bits total. Yay, 300 boos. Which I do, by the way, feel safe in pointing out that I have reached 900 followers because we've been over it by about 3 for a few days. I don't think we're gonna dip back down below 900 anytime soon. So yeah, 300 boos, and 900 followers. And thank you again, Oak and Wendy, both of you for the 10 bits. I really, really, really appreciate it. Okay, so hang on, I gotta scroll back up and see what he said. Okay, it happened after the first wedding reception. The happy couple was in the reception hall when Gloomsbury appeared, attacked Ellen, tried to take her away. Master Soren tried to stop him, found himself in a struggle, was stabbed with the candelabra. He went after Gloomsbury However, by the time he arrived at the scene, Bloomsbury had already been murdered. The thing is, the body wasn't found until after the second reception. So does that mean that he's claiming that Soren saw the body before the second reception even started? I'm very confused by this. This is shady. This stuff he's telling me. So Pierce is saying that Soren was at the crime scene, but that he didn't have anything to do with the murder itself. Even still, why did you try to keep such an important piece of information from me? To be fair, in Japanifornia, whoever's closest to the body when it's discovered is the murderer, right? I am very sorry. Okay, well, then all is forgiven. All is forgiven. Master Soren's injury and Gloomsbury's murder were not directly related, so I decided not to mention it, so as not to unnecessarily complicate the investigation. Ka-chow. Now then, I am sorry, but I am afraid I really must go now. Please, excuse me, not for leaving, but because I let one out silent but deadly style. Thank you for your time and your crop dusting. Pew! Pierce should have just told us everything in the first place and saved us a lot of time. Yeah, but I guess it isn't that simple for him. He is the family butler after all. He sure didn't make our job any easier though, did he? But at least we learned something new. Soren was at the scene of the crime. That's true. One step forward is better than none. So, what next, Nick? Let's see. I think that's everything, right? We're good. The forensics team might be done investigating the reception hall by now. Oh crap, we got another location. Depending how long this is, maybe we won't make it to the trial tonight. Let's go check it out. Sounds like a plan, man. Stan, eating flan with a bowl of bran. Okay, so we gotta move to the reception hall. All right, let's go there. Let's see. Quick said for real. I think because it's mostly clips from my highlighted VODs, which is weird when he says, you got it. Oak says, at least on my phone speakers, I think the background music is just slightly too loud for me. Okay, well, we'll see if we can get a nice, what would be the right survey of multiple people. September 22nd, Flying Chapel Reception Hall. Weedle says 20, just general Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, also in Master. Looks like the police are done with their investigation in here. I wonder if it's okay for us to take a look around now. Oh, wait, was this lady always here? Wiping the window? Okay, this is gonna be Emma, right? Oh, hi, Mr. Wright. Emma! Hi, Emma. Did you do a DNA test on that blood? Can we find out that it's not Soren Sprockets, but it's secretly like Pierce Nicketies? Would it be all right if we investigate in this room now? Sure, the police are all done, so go for it. Oh, remember that broken lantern? I restored it to perfection. Isn't that like messing with the crime scene? I guess police are allowed to mess with the crime scene. I have to say it's some of my best work. Sounds like the repair job was a resounding success. Thanks, Emma. We'll take a good look at it, too. Well, I have to be getting back to the station. Try not to mess up the crime scene, if you can help it. If you do mess it up, I don't give a crap. I'm off the clock now. We'll be careful. I'll be seeing you. Bye, Emma. And thank you. Well, shall we get started? Hey, all right. I'm also going to save because we're 25 minutes into the stream and I have not done that yet. And that is good best practices. Quick said, I'm hoping to get either Xbox or Steam cards this Christmas so I can buy games, which both have Okami is on sale. I would love to get some Steam gift cards. The last 2 Christmases, my various family members are like, I don't know what to get you. I know you like Transformers, but you're so particular about which ones. What can we get? And I'm like, Steam gift card would be great. I do a lot of streaming. Steam gift card would be good. Steam gift card, yeah. So 2 years ago, after I kept dropping, Steam gift card, family members got me a Kohl's gift card, which is still nice. I don't want to sound ungrateful, but it's like, okay, it doesn't really help me with getting games, but okay. And so the next year, I'm like, okay, so this last year, so last year was a Kohl's gift card. If you get a gift card, it'd be really great. It'd be a Steam gift card. Steam gift cards. Then last year, I get a gift card for Boxed Lunch, which is that nerdy store at the mall with nerdy things. Like, okay, it's nerdy, this is nice. Does really help me. So once again this year, I'm dropping hints like a Steam gift card, Steam card. And we'll find out what non-Steam card I get instead. Magpie says, I don't even remember how I got back into it, honestly. I remember Jason Todd exists, I guess. Thinking about Arkham Knight and Under the Red Hood, I just love the Arkham Knight / the Red Hood as a character. I was not sold on the Red Hood initially, but he's grown on me. When he says Tweedle, oh, I haven't seen them yet, I might gotta check it out. Sinful Spoils Kashtira has still been going strong and ranked. What does that card do? Quick said, note, Logan, if we do get to the trial tonight, remember, this is the one with 2 parts in my guide. Okay, so maybe we won't finish this game before the New Year's, but let's try. First thing we gotta do, have we presented our new evidence to Maya yet? Newspaper article, Maya. This is about the car accident Soren's sister died in. I bet she would have wanted to see her little brother get married. Yeah. But with the way things are, I don't think she'll be able to rest in peace. So we'll just have to figure out the truth somehow, for her sake too. Yeah! Let's not leave a single stone unturned and push on in our investigation! Yay! Bloodstain. Think they fought for their lives here on what was supposed to be an uplifting day? 'Cause it was a lift and also uplifting? Multiple meanings for those words? Yak! Yak! Did you hear my pun? I made a pun! Yeah! Huh?
Sinful Spoils Kashtira is the deck him running competitively in Master Duel.
Oh!
It's a mixture of the Kashtira archetype and the card Diabell Star the Black Witch, which also uses spells and traps under the name Sinful Spoils.
Okay, interesting. I'd assumed it was a card. I didn't know it was like a whole deck concept. I don't remember. I do remember there was a Witch of the Black Forest, and that was like when it flip summons, then you could like pull a card from your deck into your hand, and I think that was used in a lot of Exodia decks, right? But that's awesome. Thank you so much for the 10 bits, and I hope that treats you well. I don't know what any of those things do, but I assume since you said it's going strong and ranked, that it's gonna help kick some butt. You do realize this is a murder case, right? Huh? What, did I say something wrong? What are you thinking? Making such an insensitive pun. Oh, wait, was it Phoenix who said the lift thing? Hang on. Did she not like the pun? Oh, it was Phoenix. The thing they fought for their lives here on what was supposed to be an uplifting day. Oh, so she's chastising him for the pun. I read that wrong. What are you thinking? Making such an insensitive pun about this lift. What pun? All I said was that it was supposed to be an uplifting day. Oh. This is why I'm alone. That wasn't supposed to be a pun. I misread it. I feel bad. I strongly suggest you don't say anything like that in front of the Sprocket family. Yes, ma'am. Okay, what else can we show to her? This is delightful. She has nice commentary. It's quite a fancy candelabra, huh? Maybe I should get a few just like it for the altar in the channeling chamber at home. I can't really see these things going well with the vibe of Corain Village. But they're perfect! They can even hold the really big candles! And as you've already seen, they're great for stabbing. And they look so cool, too! That's gonna be one eclectic altar once Maya's done redecorating. I think that's fine. I'll give it it's not even like a full-on steampunk aesthetic. That's a pretty standard candelabra. Hold entry record. What do you think about this? Looks suspicious. Okay, that's what she says when she has nothing to say. Autopsy report. Okay, so these are probably all things we've already seen in the trial, right? Yeah, okay, so nothing new to say there. Let's get to examining stuff. Does she have anything to say? No? All right, let's start examining. So obviously we're gonna be looking at the Pegamoo over there. Oh, we cannot click on the lady? I wanna click the lady. Maybe we can get closer to her. What if I zip around? Pew! Oh, darn it. Oh, there's another lady. Oh, and that's the repaired one. I wanna click on the ladies. And and yet another lady. Let's click on her. Hey! Oh, her face is oddly smooth. Hey, take a look at that. Oh, the door. The door is what we're looking at. This is why Phoenix is lonely. Hey, take a look at that door. I wonder where it goes. If only there was a bright green sign above it saying where it goes. Shall we open it up and see? Wait, please don't open that. It's the emergency escape hatch. It leads directly outside. You'll fall to your death. Heh. Go for it, Maya. Go for it. Phew! That was a close one, huh, Maya? I'll stay here. I almost died. I gotta read some more in the chat. Let's see, Oak says, I'm good. Magpie says, Arkham Knight is very broken on PC. It's so broken on PC that it's the actual reason that Steam gives refunds now? Oh, I vaguely remember hearing something about that. I don't remember what the deal was exactly. Also, I just realized that, where'd it go? I had 2 waters in here for the stream and I only see 1. I must have left the other in must have left it in the bathroom when I was washing my hands before I came in here. So I gotta ration this apparently and make it last. Magpie says, before Arkham Knight, Steam didn't give refunds, like, at all. Quickity said, dang, I'm broke, but chairman! Oak said, wait, what happened? Quickity said, referencing to piercing his psyche like that. Hey, King John, how you doing? Said, well, might as well start off with a question. Have you ever felt like you've been in control of your actions? Wait. You ever felt like you've never been in control of your actions? Do you feel like you're being guided? Do you mean guided as in like by a divine hand in ways you should? Or guided in the sense that you are going places that you don't want to? I felt both before.
Logan, don't ration IT. Get another water bottle. Boo.
Yeah!
Boo.
Whoa!
Booby.
I will see. We'll see how it goes. If I get really thirsty, I might have to go get another one. I'm just like trying to figure out where the heck I left it because I thought I had set it here on this desk, but apparently not. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. We'll see how it goes. If I shrivel up into a pile of flaky, dry, dead skin from dehydration, then I'll probably at that point go get some more water. But thank you very much, Oak, for the 10 bits. Okay. Let's see, and Oak says, oh, and Magpie says, Arkham Knight's cutscenes run almost as slow as a PowerPoint presentation, and has a number of other bugs, usually resulting in falling through the floor and really bad frame rates. But apart from that, it's fine. The voice actor for the Arkham Knight is incredible. I thought that the guy that got to play Scarecrow did a really good job in Arkham Knight. I just still feel like Scarecrow wasn't quite interesting enough for the main villain, but I feel like the series kind of peaked at Arkham City. Arkham Knight was good, but oh my gosh, I was so done with that Batmobile in Arkham Knight. I hated it. So many times be like, hey, you defeated Two-Face or whoever else. And instead of just like, I'll tie him up and let GCPD come get this guy, it's like, I'm gonna shove him in my trunk and slowly drive through the city to the police department. I hated it. Hated it. Okay, let's see. Everything else clicked. Okay, so that was that the only new thing here? I wish I could like tap tab and like go around everything else in the room. Okay, so that looks like that's everything. Let's go back around here. Still can't click her, but let's click this thing again. We'll plan on ending on the repaired Pegamoo, since I'm pretty sure that's gonna be important. Oh, what's that? What's that? There's a sparkly sparkle. It's a key. This is where the murder weapon, the Timekeeper, was displayed. I guess it's in police custody. Are we really supposed to believe the police just didn't notice that? Huh? What's this? A key? Let's ask the maid about it. Good idea. She might be able to tell us something. Excuse me, could I ask you a question? Of course, what would you like to know? Do you know anything about this key? It's the key that starts up the Timekeeper. A startup key? That's right. Oh, the first startup of love ceremony was so beautiful. The bride and groom. I had no idea she'd be talking this much, or I wouldn't have given her a silly voice. The bride and groom each had a symbol of their love, and when they put them together, oh, how romantic it was. Key of love added to the court record, a heart-shaped key used to activate the Timekeeper. First startup of love ceremony? What exactly did that entail? Oh, yeah. It's a ceremony in which the couple activated the Timekeeper together for the first time. I suppose it was kind of like a cake-cutting ceremony. And what are these symbols of their love you mentioned? Well, it's kind of an industry secret, so I can't really say. I'm sorry, I'd better be getting back to my work. Looks like there's an order from above not to talk about it. More Persnickety doing his persnickety stuff. It's another beautiful day outside, isn't it? Yeah, if only it wasn't the scene of a murder, we could really enjoy it. True. Was that it? It must be tough for the maids to have to work on a beautiful day like today. And to work on the scene of a murder. Oh, we don't mind. Wow, I didn't think you could hear me way over there. We don't think of it as simply cleaning. It's more like we're wiping away all of the sadness stuck to this airship. Wow, talk about devoted. All right, well, let's click this thing. Yay, I think that tablecloth is new. They must have changed it since yesterday. Huh? How can you tell? Because the food stains that were there are now gone. I should have known it's because it's food related. Oh, Jay Shaker 900. Thank you so much for the follow. Hi, welcome. I try to let every new person know two things. Number one, our schedule. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, currently alternating between this, Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice, which as you can see, we're getting toward the end of, and Metaphor Refantasio, which we've just kind of recently started. And the other thing to let you know is I do read every comment in chat. I just sometimes get very far behind. So if you have written anything in chat, maybe you have, maybe you haven't, I will get to it. I promise I'll get to it. I tend to get behind. Right now, I'm probably like at least a good 10 minutes behind, which is not too bad by my track record, but thank you. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Oh, and one more thing. I always forget to do this too. Let me just give you this. This is only if you want to make use of it. Here's a link tree. It has I just put it in the chat. It has my Discord invite link, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, all that stuff. Feel free to make use of it or ignore it as you see fit. No pressure one way or the other. But thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. If you do feel like talking in the chat, no pressure if you don't. I'd love to hear if you're a fan of Ace Attorney. Is that how you found us? Or if there's some other way? But thank you again for the follow. I really appreciate that. I should have known that it's because it's food related. I guess we've checked out everything of interest in this area. Wait, are we sure? Are we sure? Okay, I mean, it's checked off, but I just want to make sure. Because sometimes it'll be like, okay, nothing important, but all right, so that is everything. Let's check out the fully intact Pegable. Oh, he's so peggable. What's wrong, Maya? This hasn't moved an inch since the last time we looked at it. I'm starting to think he's not a real cow. It would be pretty creepy if it had. Oh, that's it. Look, we're in the middle of an important investigation, so try not to shout, okay? I was just hoping it'd change somehow! You know, so it'd be more interesting! Last thing we need is for things to get more interesting. Okay, well, that was delightful. That was splendid. Okay, nothing else? That's already checked off. That is checked off. Okay, so then we want to twist around one more time. Oh, wrong direction. Get over here. And we have the new reconstructed thing. Oh, can we click this maid as well? Excuse me, is the fog machine ready to use now? No, I'm afraid not. We only put dry ice in it, because it's a different maid than the other one. We only put dry ice in it where there's an actual reception. Crap, I just realized that voice is just British Maya. I see, that's too bad. She still wants to blast me with a cloud of smoke, doesn't she? Well, I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, chat, be honest, if you saw Phoenix Wright, wouldn't you want to blast him with a cloud of smoke? And zoom! There it is, the reconstructed one that Emma put back together. Let me read a couple more comments in chat, though, because I am behind. Magpie says, then there's Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League, which we can all just pretend doesn't exist. Here's the thing, when that game was first announced, I thought this game looks fun. I added it to my Steam wish list, and I've seen it go on sale, on Steam sales multiple times for like $5. And I'm like, I just don't want to buy it. And I finally, I think, took it off my Steam wish list. And it's a shame because conceptually, that should have been a really fun game, but it kind of looks bad. But thank you very much, Magpie, for the reminder of that. And King John says, well, a paranormal monster by the name of Harriet has that same thought and that actually shows in its minor design. If you're wondering, the paranormals have a major and minor form, one in the normal magical island, the other in mirror version. What are we talking about here? So if you're wondering the details, the minor design is literally strung up by puppet strings and has wood elements that look like it's rotting. There is chairman with the oak with the chairman command. King John said the major form just looks like non-creepy, and well, it actually looks kind of happy. Quickita said, yep, the one with the different voices. I love them all too. To be fair, Logan, the entire reception went along with the whole time loop idea, so I think they knew the blood was there. Unsure, TBH. Well, because I think when we were looking at it, there was the implication that whatever blood was on top of the lift had been wiped off and cleaned off, and that what was on the side had just been missed. And so that's why I assumed that no one had seen it. And plus, like, the police, if they were investigating the lift up and down, because it was news to Emma, but maybe that's just the way it goes sometimes. King John says, on Psychic Island, Harry Annette sings vocal with heavy effects sounding similar to that of a theremin. I know what a theremin is. Magpie says, also Logan, Tim is also my favorite playing Gotham Knights. He's got the best stealth. He's just also, has ever since I was a kid, been my favorite DC character. So just great in general. I didn't like how in Arkham Knights he had like, was it Arkham Knights or Arkham City that he had, maybe it was both, that he had basically like a shaved head? I don't know, he needs to have floofy hair. Quickita said, also, Og, I need to work on Miles 2 as well. Still in the first case, not long, I'm just lazy. Maybe after my snack, I'll play it while I watch Logan. King John said that's pretty fitting for its minor form being pretty creepy. It's like a rotting puppet. Rat says, hello, I'm here to lurk. Welcome back, Rat. We got Rat on 2 streams in a row. How are you, Rat? Good to see you. Thank you for your lurk. I appreciate that. This is very kind of you. Let's play a bit more, and then we will be back to the chat in a moment. Here's the broken lantern, all patched up. And I do mean patched. Well, it's duct tape. What do you expect? Honestly, it looks... She did a better job than I would have expected from how it looks. Well, although one wing is kind of limping. Or not limping, what's the right word? Limp. It just is limp. Yeah, I'm gonna say this was some of her best work, so I know she put a lot of effort into it. Oh, hang on. Did she put the doorknobs on the wrong sides? Hang on. Let me look at the court record. Where's the picture of him dead? And crap, we can't see the doorknob, because that was the whole thing, right? Is that, because there was that doorknob covered in blood, but was that the one on the inside or the outside? She's got it on the outside here. That one has blood. I thought it was the other way around. Did she put it together wrong? Did Emma do it dumb? So I know she put a lot of effort into it. Oh yeah, because see, here's the handle with the blood on it, but I can't remember if that was an outside handle or an inside handle. It was pretty smashed up. It must have been a lot of work to piece it back together. Well, she gets an A for effort at any rate. Was the handle, the wheel, at any specific individual? Crap's not in our court record alone. I don't know. If anyone in chat remembers, I'd greatly appreciate the reminder. Huh? What? The wheel on the handle on the back has some blood on it. Yes. That's not surprising. It should just be surprising which handle it is. It looks like somebody gripped it with a bloody hand. Maybe the blood got there when the killer was putting old doom and gloom's body inside. I feel like it would have been more likely that he was trapped inside of it and that handle was on the inside, because he had blood on his hand and he was trying to open it, trying to get out, and then was El Kabonged through this, because this looks like it's mostly probably paper or like really thin cardstock or something. And if he was bludgeoned, because wasn't there like a part of paper where we saw, or something like that, where we saw that there wasn't blood on the time machine, that like something was in between it and the head. So he was probably inside trying to get out. So yeah, the handle's on the wrong thing. Yeah. Did you see anything else worth noting? Well, there's another one of these lanterns over there, so it might be a good idea to really compare the two later. Broken lantern updated in the court record. Okay, so do we need to go over to the other lantern? We did look at it before and just talked about pegability, but let's go back over there again. Oh, wrong direction. Other way. And clicking it again. See, it's the wrong handle. Emma did it wrong. I feel very proud of myself for noticing that little detail. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat, though. Weedle says to Wendy, I'm telling you that there is a new draw one and flip effect that can flip back down and can't be destroyed by battle 1 per turn, huh? Aviro!
Logan, I can't defend you like that.
Ooh? for noticing a thing, or you can't defend me if I'm proud of myself. I don't know, but Vero, how you doing? Vero, extemporaneous, at the beginning of the stream, gave a random Transformers check, and I said, maybe we should wait to answer these random Transformers checks until Vero is here, since you're into Transformers now. So the random Transformers check was for a guy named Turbo Master. And what he was is that in like 1990 or so, there was a series of Transformers called Action Masters. They were just like action figures. They didn't transform or anything. But the next year, there were some exclusive ones only released in Europe. And one was Turbo Master. He was sculpted to look like Bruticus, the Combiner, but painted in like purple and pink and stuff. And so because he's a European exclusive, he's like super rare. I've seen him at a couple of conventions, but he's like hundreds of dollars. I'd love to own him, but I do not have a Turbo Master. So that was Extemporaneous's random Transformers check. Turbo Master. Again, the person, not to be confused with the type of Transformer. But Vero, how are you doing? How is the new, have you settled on a name for the little Tomcat that you found? This is the unbroken peggable lantern. Oh, it's so peggable, like I said. Such a peggable lantern. I mean, I guess technically, since the entire back hatch opens up, it's just wide open there. It's just very, very much a peggable. Ow! Oh, speaking of Tomcats, thank you very much for the Tomcat. And this is the one that Emma restored. See, the handle is different, and also the wing is limp. I wouldn't say they look exactly the same, more that they're made up of the same parts. Wait a minute! Like a full minute, okay? It's been 5 seconds. Wait a minute. It's 10 seconds. So Nick, we're doing this literally! I'm wasting the precious moments of your life. You'll never have them back! Okay, hang on, we're still going. A minute never seems long until you count it down. That's only 30 seconds! You've only waited a half a minute. Wait a minute, Nick. Okay, we're still waiting. It's 40 seconds. The suspense. Actually, you're probably just getting bored. We're gonna lose lurkers, Nick. Still another 10 seconds! Nick, you're almost there! Hold it together! Thank you for waiting a minute. What is it, Maya? I think there's something off about this Pegaball! Just about everything about it looks off to me. Not quite sure what it is, but some detail isn't quite right. Show me the restored lantern again. Hey, I know, it's this, right? What? Where? The thing about the restored lantern that's off is the shape of the horns, angle of the wings. I mean, the angle of the wings is off, but it's the color of the wheel handle. Like I said, it's the wrong one. It's the wheel that should have been inside. The blood was left on it from inside by Gloomsbury, not by the killer on the outside. Look, it's the wheel handle. It's a different color altogether. Emma got the inside and outside wheels switched around. Everybody gets inside and outside switched around. I can't tell you how many times I've been inside and I'm like, I'm going to go outside, and I'm just still inside. Let me read some more comments in the chat, though. See, Wendy said to Weedle, what? Weedle said, yeah, he's so good. Queen Katie said, the snack I had today is Steakhouse Funyuns. Ooh, and you guys, I assume somebody here has to have done this before. If you go to either Outback Steakhouse, or I believe Chili's has the same thing. At Outback, it's like called the Bloomin' Onion. At Chili's, I think it's called like an Awesome Blossom. It's the giant fried onion, but the dipping sauce for it. I don't know what that dipping sauce is, but it's so good. Weedle says, I'm running some cards like that. Plus, it looks cute. And Quiggity says, Logan, I use captions. I don't think I can tell I only I can tell you if someone's loud or not. Well, I still appreciate the thought. Oak says, the audio might just be a me problem. Rat says, background music level is fine on my TV, so it might be too loud for folks on headphones. Okay, so maybe that's what it is? Oak said, either way, it's not really bad. It's just a bit louder for me. Rat said to Queen Katie, that could be tricky. Oak said, it's like barely too loud on my phone speakers. Rat said, oh, congrats on 900. Thank you very much. I'm excited to reach 1,000, even though I don't think Twitch does anything. The next landmark I gotta do is have either, I get an achievement if I get 50 viewers at the same time. I've reached 49 twice because of big raids, but never 50. Or if you can get an average of 75 viewers, then you can like apply for partner, but that's like a pipe dream. That's never gonna happen. But thank you very much, Rat. Oak said, I've been rewatching Better Call Saul, just got to season 3. You're getting toward the really intense stuff. Wendy said, playing Master Duel ranked as I'm watching and my opponent is playing on the same deck I am. We may be cooked. Oak says, and gosh, I forgot how good the show is. King John said, I sent a visual of what the heck I'm talking about for when you catch him. Okay, cool. I assume on Discord. Awesome, thank you very much, because I didn't quite understand, but I look forward to checking it out. Oak said, it's so peak. I'm almost to the point where I rewatch Chicanery, and I'm very excited. When he says to Oak, oh my gosh, we had this Sanji and Zoro One Piece TGC card at my work, and a cop did. Oak said, One Piece mentioned, what episode are you on? When he said 34, 35, I think. I'll post in the Discord what happened so I can spoiler tag it. Well, because you were, last we checked, you were in the what was his name, Arlong? Nami's old associate, the like swordfish shark pirate guy, right? Did he appear in the live action? I think somebody said he did, and he had like the serrated nose, because I think that is important. That is important. Okay, let's play a little bit more. Emma got the inside and outside wheel handle switched around. Wow, you're right! And there's blood here on this handle, as if somebody gripped it with a bloody hand. Right, which means that the blood got on the handle from inside the lantern. Broken lantern updated in the court record. So what we're saying is the first blow to his head happened while he was in there. He's like, oh, blood on my hand. I gotta get out. He grabs the handle and then gets hit the second time.
I had a wheel of TF characters on me, so Transformers check, Scrapper.
You've met Scrapper! Vero, Scrapper is the leader of the Constructicons. He forms Devastator's right leg. And he's just the leader of the Constructicons. That's like all he does. I like the Constructicons, but I feel like they do have unique personalities in a way, like Mixmaster is a chemist and things like that, but they're all Constructicons. But yes, he's the leader, and he is the right leg of Devastator. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. He's a bit more unique, the versions of Scrapper and Mixmaster and Transformers animated, which you've got to watch, Vero. But thank you so much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Broken Lantern updated the court record. The restored lantern, there's a blood stain on the inside wheel handle as if somebody gripped it with a bloody hand. But the thing is that in court, the claim was that the first blow to the head was enough to knock out Gloomsbury, and that the second blow killed him while he was unconscious. So if he already had blood... Oh, the blood on his hand probably wasn't his blood, it was probably Soren Sprocket's blood from the stabby with the candelabra. Yeah? Maybe? But then why would he already be in there just like chilling in the lantern? Was he in a timeout? Okay, I'm getting more confused. Like every time we learn something new, I'm like, oh, I understand this a bit better. And I'm like, I have no idea what's happening. Do you think the blood got there when the killer was putting the body in the lantern? Huh. It's really hard to say at this point. Well, we should ask Emma if she tested the blood to see who it is, who it's from. Yeah. Well, I think we've checked out everything relevant to this case. So we're less than an hour into the stream. Does that mean we're going to get to the trial? Oh, we're making so much good poggers. Who's asking this? Is it Edgeworth or is it Larry? Because Edgeworth would know why we're here. Larry would be weirder than this. I'm going to guess Edgeworth. What are you two doing here? Wait, what are you doing here? Oh crap, please don't be Wendy Oldbag. Please don't be Wendy Oldbag. Please be someone else. Be like Pearl or heck, be Lotta Hart. I don't care. Oh, he realized his diary is gone. And crap, and we gave it to Pierce Nicotine. He's gonna tamper with it and tear out the pages. We got blood all over. Soren! Shouldn't you be resting in bed? You're injured. You also look so much more nervous than I have ever seen you before, and it is very obvious that you're nervous and panicked, yet I am not going to ask if you're okay. I'm just going to be surprised you're not in bed, even though you're clearly like, where is this thing that I have lost? How do you know about that? Never mind. My notebook. Have you seen my notebook? Yeah, we read your diary and then got blood all over it. I can't find it anywhere. My notebook. I need my notebook. He needs his handy dandy notebook. What's the matter with him? My notebook. I have to have. It's where I write the names of criminals who die of heart attacks 45 seconds later. Master Soren, it's got to be Persnickety, right? Ah, there he is. Master Soren, I told you to stay in bed. My notebook. Here you go. Oh crap, he's gonna see the blood. Yes, this is it. So, Soren gets his emotionally unstable without that notebook of his. Oh, now he's better. Phew. Looks like he's calmed down now. He just wanted to make sure the part where he says who the murderer is didn't get read by somebody. Soren, do you mind if I talk to you for a minute? I cannot allow you to do that. What if his wound were to open up again? He needs to rest. Arg! I guess you're right. Now, if you will excuse us, we have both farted. Silent but deadly style again. It is how we do it in high society. Master Soren, let us retire. All right. Sorry. Made a little noise as they were leaving. There they go. Pierce is right. I guess he really isn't in any condition to be questioned. Well, let's go back to the agency and sort through what we've learned. We're so close. We're so close to the trial. Let's present our newest piece of evidence to Maya first, though. Key of love. What do you think about this? Okay, nothing new. So we're gonna get to the trial. Probably not right at the 3-hour mark, because we're gonna get there and we'll have dialogue. Athena will probably show up and be like, Truthy's trying to kill me. And we're like, I don't give a crap. Oh, wrong thing. We wanna go move to the Right Anything Agency. Quickita said, I'm deaf with a cochlear implant, so I use captions to really understand what Logan is saying. The captions fail sometimes, though. It thinks Rafa's name is something bad. It'll think Logan is saying the most insane stuff, like basketball banana smoothie, and just hope it's all good and normal. Quickita, that is my catchphrase. I say it all the time. I constantly say basketball banana smoothie. Did you think I wasn't say all the time? I'll be like, basketball banana smoothie! All the time. Ask anyone in chat. I constantly say it. Let's see. Oak says, I'm genuinely so excited to see your reaction to One Piece things. When he says, I'm enjoying One Piece way more than I thought I was going to. I thought it was going to be mid, but I'm really loving it. I'm glad. Okay, let's get back to the game and the little basketball banana smoothie. September 22nd, Right Anything Agency. We're back! Anybody here? Oh, hi, boss. Athena? I thought you were dead. I'm with Trucy. But I repeat myself. I guess you could say that I'm taking a short break. But enough about me. What about the investigation? Did you find out anything? Well, it turns out that the third person Ellen says she saw at the crime scene might have been Soren Sprocket. What? Really? I haven't been paying close attention. I don't know who that is. I always thought he seemed suspicious. Thing is, by the time Soren got to the Vista deck, the murder had already occurred, apparently. No way! I don't buy that, not for a second! It's a cover-up! A cover-up, I tell ya! That's certainly a possibility. And as a lawyer, it's certainly a possibility I have to pursue, but what? It's your job, right? So pursue the heck out of it! Ha! Just do it! Yeah, but... Is that really what's best for Ellen? Soren could be found guilty if the truth comes out tomorrow. What, do we think Ellen would rather be executed in his place? But if we don't pursue this possibility, Ellen could be found guilty instead. Oh man, either way,
Wasn't you catchphrase is I lost my panties.
Well, they used to be it until it became inappropriate because, like, Trucy kept showing up panties. And I was like, well, if you can't say you lost your panties, you got to say basketball banana smoothie. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that, Vero. Thank you. And once we get some music, I will read some more chat. Let me have a quick sip of water, though. Even though I'm trying to ration this, I am thirsty. And thank you again very much for the 10 bits. Oh man, either way, it sure doesn't spell out happily ever after for the two of them. So what are you going to do, Mr. Wright? I can't let an innocent person get convicted. So I guess all I can really do is pursue the truth. Even if it ends up devastating, Ellen. What a tough call to make. Still, there's always a chance, right? Maybe something will come up during the trial that'll save their marriage. Maybe it'll turn out that Ellen is really into murderers and conjugal visits. I hope so. I really do. I really do. I miss my conjugal visits with Iris of Hazakura. Well, Maya, let's go. Break the news to Ellen, you mean? Oh, we're not done? We gotta do more? Yup. Mr. Wright, please, take me with you. No! You gotta let Trucy kill you. I bet I can help you counsel Ellen through this piece of bad news. Athena, I'm gonna be honest. These past couple of years, I have been lying about believing in your analytical psychology. Quackery, the lot of it. Please never bring it up to me again. I hate doing mood matrices. I appreciate the offer, but don't you have somewhere else to be? Do I?
Athena! What are you doing here? I've been looking all over for you. Come on now, let's get back to practicing.
No, wait. My body can't take it anymore. My body is not ready. Oh, my body. Boss, you gotta help me. You gotta help my body. A lawyer always keeps their promises, Athena. But, boss!
If you bail on me one more time, Athena, I'm gonna use a real blade on you. This is not an empty threat. I will cut you.
Huh?
Everyone in court was just feeling bad for the little orphan girl and her make-believe.
That's the way it always goes. And Judge Judgy especially, he's a softie at heart. Because, like, what other judge would actually allow that in court? I'm pretty sure that none of those convictions were allowed. They were all overturned later because of the inadmissibility of all the, which on the plus side means that our good friend the Phantom is walking free. So thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Let me read some chat. And then we'll be back to the game in a little bit. Basketball banana smoothie. Let's see. Oak says 20, I know everyone always says this, but it only gets better. Rat says, Queen Katie, do you suppose the basketball goes in the smoothie along with the banana? You see, early on, I couldn't figure out if the basketball was an ingredient or the basketball was the container for the smoothie, like you cut open the basketball. I think that we can still leave that open to chat interpretation. Oak says, like, in my opinion, the best arc is literally a 4-way tie, and two of my favorites are the two most recent arcs. Queen Kitty said, I would hope so. I would hope it's tasty. Oak said, I've been very sad about the new new chapters recently, but I'm just glad Oda is doing okay. Oh, lack of new chapters, okay. Rat says, delicious basketball. That's a good emote for it. Oak said, there's supposed to be a new chapter in a few days, but then another 2-week break for Christmas. At least it's not as bad as if you're a Hunter x Hunter fan and waiting for new updates there. Oak said, I'm gonna play Getting Over It by Bennett Foddy. Is it with Bennett Foddy or by Bennett Foddy? It's a fun game. Oak says, so I might not chat as much, but still chat probably. I hope you're enjoying it. There's another game that's like the same type of thing. Looks fun. Queegator said, have fun, good luck. Weedle says, not what it does. What he said, yeah, which of the Black Forest lets you search for a monster with, I think, 1,500 or less defense and add it to your hand. See, and that's great for Exodia pieces, huh?
Oh, Logan, I am also a Hunter x Hunter fan. Frown.
Yeah. Ooh.
Bo.
Wait, Bo? Bo? Bo isn't scared. Bo is Donatello's weapon. So nice. But thank you very much for the 10 bits, and I'm so sorry about Hunter x Hunter. Okay, let's play a little bit more here.
If you bail on me one more time, Athena, I'm gonna use a real blade on you. Eek!
That is a death threat. But okay, I guess a death threat is fine if it comes from an adorable kid. Sorry, Athena, but somebody's got to do it. Better you than me, though. This is why we needed Apollo to stay. Hang in there, kiddo. Come on, Maya. We'd better get going. Do da 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 do da da do do. The Fae Sisters song is now playing. One is dead, but another is a murderer, according to the police investigations. Huh? Ah! Oh, that's so much scarier than Bo. So much scarier than Bo, but thank you very much for the 10 bits. I do appreciate that. Okay, should I read some? Do we need, we don't have anything to talk to her about. We've already presented everything. Can we examine anything new in here? I'm assuming everything is good. Oh, everything is new! Everything is new! We get to click everything all over again. Charlie, how you doing, Charlie? It's Charlie! His branches are as handsome as ever. Charlie seems happy to see you too, Maya. Wait, haven't we had this dialogue before? Is this all gonna be the same stuff? His leaves are greener than usual today. Ooh, chlorophyll is so hot. Well, he looks super healthy. We always make sure he's watered and well cared for. And by we, I mean Athena and Trucy. Apollo's jacket. So, you thinking about a new look, Nick? What you talk about? The red jacket. Oh, that's Apollo's. Maybe you should wear a little red once in a while. But it's not really your color, is it? Then again, you never wear anything but blue, so why not give it a try? I feel like this is all the same dialogue we've seen before. Here you go, Nick, put it on! Like I said, it's not even mine. Let's try one more and see if anything seems familiar. Otherwise, we may have to just get going here. Come to think of it, you used to be a pianist with a T, right, Nick? Phew! Ha! So play something for me! I'm not really good enough to play in front of other people. Can I play then? No way! Maybe Maya is like a legitimately good pianist with a T. We'll get complaints from the hotel next door. No fair. Just a glorified shelf if nobody plays it, you know. Yeah, this is all the same stuff. Okay, fine. So let's go ahead and move to the detention center. This should hopefully be our last location that we'll get to the trials. We can at least spend the second half of the stream in the trial. September 22nd, detention center. Visitors room. Oh, I just noticed Crystal popped over to YouTube saying, Longa, I ran into a lamp post yesterday. Oh, this is going to be a setup for a joke. Ran into a lamp post yesterday. Something about enlightening, something about, I don't know. It says, thank goodness I only had light injuries. Nice, Crystal. High five. So are you here? I didn't see when you came in. Hang on, I need a sip of water. I'm already running low on my rationing water. I don't even remember where exactly I put my other one that I went out of my way to bring in here. It's not on the couch, is it? No, it's not here. Oh, and a poll just appeared. What is Phoenix's color? Oh, and there's a pin message written by Queen Katie, pinned by Vera, said, please pin puzzle. PPP. That's what PPP stands for short. Said, yes, Logan. This is the final location pre-trial. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Queen Katie and Vero. Okay, so the poll is, what's Phoenix's color? Furio's orange. Red. Good old blue. Purple, white as the groom. I'm gonna vote Furio's orange, but purple and white as the groom are both nice as well. Let's play a bit more until we get to some background music, then I'll check some more of the chat. Basketball banana smoothie. Hello, Ellen. Oh, how did your investigation go, Mr. Wright? Before I answer that, I need to ask you something. Was Soren with you when Mr. Gloomsbury attacked you in the reception hall? I'm sorry I kept it from you. I was afraid that he'd come under suspicion if I told you. So I kept quiet about it. I'm really sorry. I see. I thought it was probably something like that. Listen, Ellen, I'm afraid I had to make a very difficult decision based on what I found out. What kind of decision? This is very hard for me to say, but Numo Notra, See, I can't even say pneumon-ultra microscopic silicovolcanoconiosis. It's hard to say. The mysterious person you saw at the scene of the crime was most likely Soren. What? Oh crap, the music's stuttering again. If it stutters too much, I may have to close out and reopen the game. In other words, in court tomorrow, I'm afraid I'll have to propose the possibility that Soren is the true culprit. No! Soren is innocent! No! Let me guess, we'll show up and she'll be confessing to the crime to protect him. So many of our clients confess to crimes. But don't you see, if I don't try to pursue that line of thought, you'll be found guilty. No! 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 Please, Ellen, calm down! Someone just can't be found guilty. I'd much rather I be found guilty instead. Ellen! Look how big I am when I'm on this side of the window. You can't let yourself think like that. But, no! Marriage is for life, right? Do you really think you can run away from the truth and still be happy with him? Oh, and the poll is done. Ooh, and Furio's Orange won with 38% of the vote. And in second place was a tie between Purple and White as the groom, with one single vote for good old Blue, and nobody voted red, with Queen Katie contributing 10 channel points. Thank you very much for the poll. Let me check with the Hawa.
Another difficult decision to be made is me stepping out for tonight. Frown, I have a dentist appointment.
No. Dentists. Come on. Okay. Can you like, while you're at the dentist appointment, just say, I'm just going to be watching the stream on my phone or other device. Maybe get the dentist to pop in and say hi. Tell the dentist that this streamer, when I was like 6 years old, I wanted to be a dentist. Maybe then that dentist will go, well, surely this stream is more important than your teeth. But thank you so much for being here, Vero. If you gotta go, you gotta go. But you're awesome. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much for the 10 bits and for all the pin messages and polls and everything like that. You're awesome. We miss you already, Vero. Have a good day at the dentist. Bye. And thank you for the 10 bits again. I gotta read some more in the chat. King John says, could somebody pin this because we're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Recently? My own custom architect, David. It's an Alphabet War Archetype, which is a pendulum deck that focuses on giving weak monsters a permanent 1000 attack boost and that stacks with the card. So what? It's a good beatdown deck that doesn't have much against cards like negates. I do want to say, like, I think it should be important that when we are asking mods to like pin stuff, it should be related to specifically the conversation like on the stream rather than just in the chat. Just because it'll like help keep things clean, because like that's the type of thing, like I didn't need to know like time sensitive while playing the game. I get to in the chat eventually, so it's fine. So it doesn't need to be pinned, so I think that was totally fine. Wheatle says 20, yeah, when it isn't sent to the graveyard from the field, when he says, Dia Bellstar, the Black Witch, lets you special summon the card from your hand by sending a card from your hand or the field to the graveyard. Then during your opponent's turn, if it's in the graveyard, you can special summon the card by sending another card from your hand or the field into the graveyard. I think I followed that. That sounds pretty powerful. When he says to Weedle with the little nerd emote, Oak says, I got over it earlier today and I played 3 hours. We did play that on stream once. It was fun. Oak said, I keep falling back to the same point. When he said, Kashtira revolves a bit around banishing your own cards and being able to bring them back. Weedle says true. Oak says, I'm fine with it though because I love rage games. I have 600 hours in Super Meat Boy. Quita says, ad quote, oh, we cannot click on the lady. I want to click the lady. Weedle says 20, that sound like fish to be honest. Quita said, the other water is in the void, I guess. It's just gone. So sad. Wendy says to Weedle, but it's better. Weedle says, how dare you? Oh, Gold fans, haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Says, hey, Logan. Hope things going well. I saw on my YouTube feed that you were live. Oh, hey, so it's like, those notifications actually go out sometimes. How you doing, Gold fans? Good to see you. Magpie says, Scarecrow was excellent, honestly. I feel like Scarecrow's always excellent. But yeah, the Batmobile was so lame in Arkham Knight. They were so excited to tell us all about the Batmobile, and then they made the whole game tank battles. Goldfan says, won't be able to stay long. Aw, still haven't gotten into Spirit of Justice. Hope the twists and mysteries have been fun. Well, fortunately, like, this is just the DLC case, so I feel like this isn't spoilers for the story. At least not directly. But I totally understand. But thank you for, I don't know if you're still here, but thank you for popping in, Gold fans. Quickity said, it's a heart-shaped key. Oh, no, that's heart-shaped box. I was gonna say that's a Nirvana song, right? Heart-shaped box. Quickity says, gasp. Is it the key to someone's heart? Goldfan said, I'm gonna guess it has to do with that first startup, whatever thing that the maid was talking about. Goldfan says, I'm surprised you're still playing this game. I didn't think it'd be this long. It's not that the game is long. It's just I'm slow. Quickity said, this is the DLC case and the last one of the game, so it's a semi-long one. Not as long as the base finale, but still long enough to enjoy it on its own. Oak says, honestly, getting over it is much less difficult than I expected. Like, it's hard, but people talk about it as if it was possible. Have you ever played QWOP? I believe it was, that was the first, or at least an early game by the guy who made it. QWOP, Q-W-O-P. Go try that game. It should be free. I think it's just like a browser game. Well, it's a Flash game. I hope there's a version of it that you can still play. But you should try out QWOP if you haven't already. Oak says, also, I think the audio is good. I'm on my computer now, and my speakers were just weird. And Oak says, ad quote, he's so peggable. Peggable, B-U-L-L, not A-B-L-E. Peggable. Goldfan says, okay, thank you. Was surprised Logan was still playing for nearly a month now. I don't remember when he started. Oh, it's been longer than a month. Oak said, wait, what game again? Magpie says, I still haven't played Suicide Kills the Justice League, but I'm told it's awful. And I never liked looter shooters that much anyway, so. Again, I feel like conceptually, playing as the Suicide Squad, fighting the Justice League, sounds like a fun idea. I think it's an execution problem. At least that's what it looks like. And Vero adds a quote, we cannot click the lady. I want to click the lady. Quickie says, oh, hail Vero. Vero says, and oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm quoting the next one. Oh no, crap, it's the peggable one. Oak says, I can say the clip if you don't believe me. Vero says, ad quote, he's so peggable. Oak claims it was said like that and not a peggable lantern. Quickie says, see Vero, he did say peggable stuff. And Oak posted a clip. I'm assuming that's what it is. We'll circle back around to that. Let me have a sip of water, and we'll keep doing this this cutscene here. Well, I guess it's not a cutscene. This is the gameplay. This is what the whole game is. Do you really think you can run away from the truth and still be truly happy with him? You're not married, so how can you possibly understand? Sometimes you've just got to do whatever it takes to make things work. But, Nick, you talk to her. Hey, don't just dump all this on me. Mr. Wright, I'm innocent and Soren is too. So please, prove our innocence in court. I'll certainly do everything in my power. I just hope she doesn't lose control like this in court tomorrow. Oh, she's gonna. She's gonna. Do we do it? Less than an hour and 20 into stream. I think we made it to the trial. To be continued. We did it. We did it. Save your current poggers. Save my poggers. Save all my poggers. Save complete. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's get back into. Yes, continue to the next chapter. September 23rd, 8:50 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby numbers 3. Thought it was gonna be 6 for some reason. So the one thing we found out yesterday is that Soren was there at the crime scene. I only hope I can get some testimony from him that'll get to the heart of the matter. And there she is. All right, let's check out this clip that Oak made in the chat. I'm dreading checking it out because of the context of what is being discussed here. But let me load this up into the clip viewer so we can all watch it together. This clip, it is from 33 minutes ago, so that's how far behind I am, is titled Proof for Puzzles. Yep, it's exactly what I was worried it was gonna be. Let's check it out. Oh, come on, just play. Oh, he's so peggable. And he is! It's what he is! That is literally the thing that he is. I'm just glad that wasn't the clip of the other time I said that when I went a little bit more in detail. But thank you very much for the clip! I appreciate that, and the game is stuttering so much right now. Oak says, video evidence. Fear said, oh my gosh, I didn't miss it? Oh, you're talking about the random Transformers check, probably. Quickity said, oh, by the way, Logan, I'm checking just in case. Do you plan to stream next Thursday, or will that be skipped? I'm assuming Tuesday will be skipped, but I don't know about Thursday. Thursday will be skipped. I am planning on streaming on Thursday. Yeah, Tuesday will be skipped. I'm planning on streaming on Thursday. That is subject to change if I end up finding out about like some sort of family plans, like if family wants to have like a Boxing Day dinner or something like that. But you're right, Tuesday will be canceled next week because of Christmas Eve. And also the following Tuesday will be canceled as well because that's New Year's Eve. So yeah, Oak said someone said Tomcat. Quick said see Vero, he said Pagaball. Vera said Turbo Master as a name seems familiar to me, but I'm sure it wasn't from the show. It was not from the show. Sadly, no. Oh, what's these extra? There are 3 clips that just appeared. 3 clips just appeared. Okay, hang on. We got to check out all 3 of these clips then. This is going to chase away what few lurkers we have remaining, but this is important. This first clip from 31 minutes ago is titled, Wait, Wait, Wait. Crap, is this the other peggable one? Let's go ahead and see what this is. Oh, come on. Stop popping those things up. I just want to hit play.
Like a full minute, okay?
Oh, crap, it's this.
5 seconds. Wait a minute. It's 10 seconds. So, Nick, we're doing this. We're doing this literally.
This.
I'm wasting the precious moments of your life. You'll never have them back.
And if there's 2 other clips, that's like 3 minutes.
Hang on, we're still going.
So, we're just going to montage
A
this.
minute never seems long until you count it down.
So I'm gonna load up the other one and see if it's the same thing.
30 seconds.
This was titled A Minute to Hydrate, yep. And it's gonna be the same thing, isn't it?
Like a full minute.
Oh crap.
Let's never have them back.
Oh crap.
Okay.
You said he did. Quick says law. Love how I went for the same clip. And
A
then
minute never seems long until you count it down.
and Oak with another clip. I don't want to sit through this whole thing. Is this Oak clip the same as the other 2? As Queen Katie and Vero's?
Like a full minute.
Oh my gosh.
That's only 30 seconds. You've only waited a half a minute. Wait a minute, Nick. Okay, we're still waiting. It's 40 seconds.
If I upload this to TikTok, it will probably be the stupidest thing I've ever uploaded.
Actually, you're probably just getting bored. We're gonna lose lurkers, Nick. Still another 10 seconds. Nick, you're almost there.
And the worst is, like,
Together.
if I put this on TikTok, nobody will have a point of reference because people won't know that that's supposed to be Maya's voice. They're like, why does this person sound like that? Well, thank you very much for the clips. I appreciate that. Vera said, been a while. Oak 2. Cookie says, Oak 2. Oak says, wait, what? I did the best I could to fit the whole clip in the time limit. You think that since the clip is supposed to be a full minute, that it would fit into the minute clip limit. No, because the very beginning there was just a minute, but yeah. Goldfan says, all right, better head off to avoid spoilers. Hope to catch you in your next live stream. Have a good one. Thank you for being here, Goldfans. Have a good rest of your night. Bye. Weedle says to Wendy, plus that have new Trickstar support. Oak says, yeah, Arlong was in the live action. Don Krieg was the one villain they skipped. Oh, crap. Which one was Don Krieg? He wasn't, no. I'm thinking of, who's the one with like the metal jaw that's on like the frozen planet where you meet Tony Chopper. That's not Don Krieg. Don Krieg was before that. I get some of their names mixed up. Vera said, I met Scrapper. Yep. He's nervous. Queen Katie said, I love the Soren Sprite baby. I want the baby so badly. I was going to type theories, but no, Soren is baby now. Vera said, is that the Kibo voice? Oh my gosh. It is. It is the Kibo voice. So let me click this back over here to where it was before. And let's play a bit more. Mr. Riot. Good morning, Ellen.
No, that was Captain Morgan. Don Krieg is the one with the gold armor that got destroyed by Mihawk. Hess from the Sanji arc.
Yes, okay, now I got it. Captain Morgan, wasn't Captain Morgan, isn't that like the name of the guy on some alcohol bottle thing? Captain, that's what this sounds like. I don't know pirates nor alcohol well enough, but thank you very much for the 10 bits and for the clarification, Oak. I appreciate that. Look, I'm afraid you might not like the result of today's trial. Nevertheless, don't tell me you're still thinking of going that route. Soren is innocent. He can't be found guilty. Take me instead. Alan, please, try and get a hold of yourself. Oh. I believe in Soren with all of my heart. So how dare you doubt him?
Regardless of which one of them is found guilty today, it's gonna be devastating for Ellen, isn't it?
We'll just have to do everything we can. That's the best we can do, you know? The trial is about to begin, Mr. Wright. All right, that cheer you up, Maya. Let's go, Maya.
Yeah.
You know, don't tell the judge I did that uplifting pun earlier. I want to bust that out in court. See if the judge recognizes it. Be what we like to call a little old basketball banana smoothie. September 23rd, 9 a.m. District Court courtroom number 6. That's why I was thinking 6 earlier. Day 2. Court is now in session. All rise. Court is back in session for the trial of Ellen Wyatt. They are 1 hour and 25 minutes. I told y'all we would make it to the trial. Let me read some more in the chat. Let's see, Quickie is saying, I just want to hug him. Hug Soren. Phew, Soren is okay now. Now to make some theories, Vera said, putting the money on Pierce as the killer. It's gotta be. Like, the only 3 people, I mean, there's Larry. It'd be wonderful if Larry was the killer. But it's obviously not gonna be Ellen, because they're not gonna pull Matt on guard. It's not gonna be Soren, that'd be too sad. It's gonna be Pierce, and he is sus as heck anyway. Quickie said, I have an idea, and note that even though I know who did it, I don't know how exactly. What if Gloom was fighting Soren, stab, then was like, oh crap, I should run and hide, then runs and hides, and that's how the blood got there, and at some point, bam, dead. So if that's the case, if he was hiding in there, the question is, does the killer, presumably Pierce Nickety, did he know that Gloomsbury was in there? Or was he just like taking it out on Pegables? Vera said, I don't know enough, but he has the Christoph hair and the Christoph Galvin voice. Said he always says it as a mod. I confirm. Oh, it's the basketball banana smoothie. Quickie said, you know what? You're right. That does sound like something that Logan, the silly loser, would say. And Oak with another clip. Okay, hang on. Before we get in the trial, might as well check out this clip too. We've been seeing so many clips. This clip from Oak from 28 minutes ago is titled, This is my perfect victory, ... I am not sure what this is going to be, but let's check it out.
My notebook, I have to have.
Oh, it's going to be the Death Note reference,
It's
isn't it?
where I write the names of criminals who die of heart attacks 45 seconds later.
That's an important notebook to hold on to. You don't want to lose that one. Just saying, hold on to your Death Notes, everybody. Okay, let's play some of the game now. Court is now back in session for the trial of Ellen Wyatt. The defense is ready, Your Honor, and looking snazzy. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor, and looking snazzier. Let's see now, where were we? In yesterday's session, we found out about the Sprocket family's conspiracy to cover up the murder of Dumas Gloomsbury with a second reception. Taking advantage of our collective shock, the defense, as usual, made a nonsensical claim. Namely, that there was a third person present who struck the victim. Yeah. Huh. Hey, don't try to make it sound like I made it all up. The defendant herself made a statement about the existence of a third person. And further investigation has only proven her statement to be true. And I presume the defense intends to focus on proving the identity of this third person. Is that all right with you, Mr. Edgeworth? Want to check it off with you. Want to keep you happy. Indeed, Your Honor. In fact, I predict that the defense will most likely attempt to name Mr. Soren Sprocket as the true culprit. How did you... It's almost as if he investigated too. The driver during the accident that killed Mr. Sprocket's sister was the victim. Therefore, Mr. Sprocket had a motive to murder Mr. Gloomsbury. That's what you planned to assert, is it not, Mr. Wright? Am I that transparent? He just knows him that well. When you've shared the kind of intimacy these two have, you know the person. Come now, Mr. Wright. Did you really think the police wouldn't uncover this information? Congrats on getting it in one, Mr. Edgeworth. Who is this? Is this, is it Larry? But, oh no, it's Alan. You're wrong. Soren didn't do it. He's innocent. Miss Wyatt, please. He's innocent, I tell you. What is this, Mr. Wright? I thought your claim about the existence of a third person came from the defendant. See, whenever, like, Phoenix Wright is smug, it feels so unearned. But whenever Edgeworth this mug, it's like, yeah, it's Edgeworth. Read a couple more comments in the chat though. Vera says true, and then said aha. Oak said pursue the truth. What are you, Persona 4? And timestamp 10202. I'm 28 minutes behind. Quiggy said first timestamp. Wowzers. Oak says boo F. Vera said wait, who talking about Hunter x Hunter? We talking about Hunter x Hunter in a good light? I was talking about the fact that it's like always delayed because of the health problems of the mangaka. Rat says to Vero, hey, hi, hello. Oak says F. Vero says rat. Oak says, I fell down. Are you okay? Said, yes, we are just sad about the hiatuses. Vera said, it okay, Oak. I'll do it for you. Oak says, I just hope Togashi is okay. I hope so too. Isn't his wife, the Sailor Moon mangaka, supposed to like help out with making more? Rat says to Vero, I hope the rest of your birthday was good. Did Vero ever report back about how the rest of the birthday went? I know Vero got cake. Oak said, Vero, I love you. Vera said, yeah, I hung out with my buddy and caught up on reading after stream. Nice. Rat said, lol, got him. Vera said, I love you too, bud. Rat said, nice. What are you reading? Quiggy said, please pin Vero. Yes, Logan, this is the final location pre-trial. And Vera said, Transformers comic, lol. Rat says, heck yeah. Quiggy says, ad quote, basketball banana smoothie, the classic catchphrase we all know and love of Logan's. I say it all the time. All the time, basketball banana smoothie. Well, thank you very much. And then Vero added the quote. All right, let's get going. It did. This is just a minor hiccup. Did you not discuss your strategy for today with the defendant, Mr. Wright? Starting off on the wrong foot again is seriously cutting into my lifespan. It would appear that the defense is in disarray. Therefore, the best way to clear things up is to ask Mr. Sprocket himself what happened. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to call Soren Sprocket to the stand. I mean, it makes sense. Why? No, this makes sense. This is good, Phoenix. Very well, bailiff. Please bring Mr. Sprocket to the witness stand. Now, here's the thing. If Soren realizes that this will help get Ellen acquitted, will his love for her lead him to confess falsely? Or will he be so oblivious that it'll be like, no, it wasn't me? Witness, please state your name and occupation. Normally, the prosecution does this, but I like to have fun sometimes. No, you're gonna say it? Are you writing it down? Oh, you did that with one hand. That's impressive. Ooh, wait. How's it steering? Wow! Well, there's something written on this paper aeroplane. Let's see. Quote, Soren Sprocket, managing director of Sprocket Aviation. Oh, Mr. Sprocket, please give your answers in words, not paper airplanes. But also, please teach me how to fold that later. That was just delightful. Now then, Mr. Sprocket, please tell that doubting lawyer there what really happened at the time of the crime. Well, Mr. Sprocket? Ha! Mr. Sprocket! All right. You want me to talk about what happened when the crime occurred? In other words, after the first wedding reception, when Ellen and I were in the reception hall, right? Not even the power of the court can stop him from marching to the beat of his own drum. He's an iconoclast. What can I say? Witness testimony, what Soren remembers. Okay, we gotta save. We gotta save again. I don't know if I think we've done that twice tonight. Let's keep saving. Because we're past the halfway point of the stream. Let's see. Queen Katie's, Vera says true. Queen Katie said the captions actually typed out the words Logan said. Was hard to say, lol. I had a double take there. Wait, which words? Quicky said, no, stay safe, Vero. Teeth. Oh crap, wait, where are they at the point where Vero had to leave for dentistry? Am I almost caught up to the chat? I gotta be getting close then. Wow. I guess once dentistry occurs, it's like everybody just goes to bed. I mean, a sip of water, hang on. Vero says, extending my hand back. Said, sorry, gang. Oak said, Vero, we will miss you. Magpie says, I love how the Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck descriptions means absolutely nothing to non-Yu-Gi-Oh! Players. I mean, they sound interesting, though. Right? Kinda. I know, like, OG rules, but later on it gets confusing. Quickita said, salute, thank you, Logan, for the schedule info. I was planning to stream on the 26th, but I wanted to know if you were rateable that day or not, so good to know. I tentatively planned yes. If that changes, I will post on the Discord about it. Oak said, I think I might have missed the other Peggable clip. Thank goodness. It was about how the hatch in the back was so big and wide that it makes very easily so. But yeah, Oak says, I'm very disappointed in myself. Quickita said, I'm laughing at the 3-minute clip. Oh, the 3-minute clips. There we go. Quick Katie says, keyboard slam. Oak says, please upload the wait a minute clip to TikTok. No one will even get it, though. They won't even know that that's the Maya voice. How? I might, though. I might. Because why not? What's the worst that's going to happen? TikTok going to shadow ban me for 3 months again? Okay. Quick Katie said, my face cheeks. I'm glad it was your face cheeks and not the other cheeks. The other cheeks are on the bum. And those should not hurt from laughing. Oh, there's Nora! Say hi, how you doing, Nora? Nora, this is the young man whose diary we read. Let's see if is it still in here? Is it in the court record? Does it mention the diary? I guess it got given back to him. But yeah, we read his diary where we recorded everything in meticulous detail. And then Phoenix was like, I want to check out what happened the day of the murder. And flipped to that page, he's like, whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, I dropped it. And there's a pool of blood on the ground. And went face down, it's like, oh, there's blood all over the pages. So moral of the story, if you're ever going to betray someone's trust and read that person's diary, do it away from blood stains. I was stabbed by Dumas in the reception hall. And I collapsed to the floor. The next thing I saw was Ellen and Dumas on the Vista deck. I knew Ellen was in danger, so I headed for the Vista deck. But when I got there, Dumas was already. I don't want to believe it, but it must have been Ellen. Nothing else makes sense. Gritting my teeth in angsty drama. I hope he does genuinely like Ellen, but that makes me think it's slightly less likely. Wait just a minute here! Wait just a minute here! Soren! Maya taught me this earlier. You're gonna wait a minute here, Soren. Ha-ha! You're gonna be so worth it. It's only been 10 seconds there, Soren Sprocket. You're gonna learn how long a minute is. That's right, we're doing this again. We're doing this again. I'm wasting all of your time. Okay, just checking out my wristwatch here. It's got a calculator on it, by the way. It's very nice. Okay. It's 30 seconds. That's the halfway part. Oh, you're waiting a minute. You were wasting our time with that stupid airplane business earlier. Now I'm wasting your time, Soren Sprocket. Okay, here we go. Oh, you think we're done? No, another 15 seconds. Soren. Here we are. Yeah? Just waiting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Soren Sprocket, for waiting a minute. You actually think Ms. Wyatt killed the victim? That's right. Dumas was killed by Ellen. This is unbelievable! How can you suspect your bride, the woman you love? I always wanted to marry a woman who was capable of killing a man. Objection! The truth can be cruel. Ms. Wyatt, you must be very upset. Is there anything you wish to say? Oh, Edgeworth is loving the drama. He's like, oh, the groom is accusing the bride of murder. Oh, I want to see what happens next. Oh, look at those eyes. The light just went out. Oh. Oh, she must feel so betrayed. That was, like, heartbreaking. No, I can't believe this. Soren, I thought that at least you would believe in me. The best way to show your love for your groom is to admit your guilt and try to atone. Yes. Oh, yes, I'm loving this. Soren?
Hold it!
Hold it! Mr. Edgeworth, what are you doing, you monster? I haven't even cross-examined the witness yet. And quit picking on the clearly distraught.
Yeah! That is so not cool, Mr. Edgeworth! I used to think you were cool. Now I know that you drool.
A court is where we seek the truth. And drama. And the truth is unyielding even to the truly pitiful. But he was like enjoying that. He was like, Mr. Edgeworth, this court finds you guilty of being a monster, but still being so darn charming. I can't stay mad at you. I find it distasteful to make a lady cry. Oh, but I like making ladies cry. To your honor. So what are you gonna do, Nick? Probably cross-examine her. If the third person Ellen saw on the Vista deck was Soren, then we have to prove Soren was there at the time of the murder. I don't see any obvious inconsistencies in his testimony, but we have to push forward. Okay, cross-examination. You guys know the drill. Whenever this happens, we will save our game, press every statement, what Soren remembers, and then figure out where we're going to be presenting some evidence. So let me save the game. Save. And then I'll read a couple more comments to the chat, though. See, Oak says, it's so funny, bro. Nora said, hi, everyone. I'm here. Yeah, how was your concert and your dinner, Nora? Oak says, hi, Nora. Nora says, hi, Oak. Crystal says, Nora! Crystal, have you been, like, hiding and lurking here ever since your joke over on YouTube? Oh, speaking of which, I see Moonlight just appeared in YouTube. Saying, hi, Logan. Did you just pop into the chat here? Hi, Moonlight. Whenever it is that you got here, I don't know how long ago that was, but I appreciate you popping in there on YouTube. Thank you very much. Nora said, bro talked over both of them. But both of what? Oh, crap, did I talk over booze? I am sorry, but I lead a life of sobriety. I don't partake in booze anyhow. See, Nora says, hi, Crystal. Oak says, F, I just fell so far in getting over it. Oh, that's what you meant earlier when you said you fell. I'd forgotten that you were still playing Getting Over It. Nora said, I know for sure that I'm arrow ace, not really about, not really what it's about, but still. But when someone puts their arm around your waist, it's a nice little feeling, especially when you're not too close with them. Like, I was at this restaurant, and these three people I used to be super good friends with, one of them I did dance class with before preschool, so a long time, and never in my life when I took a photo with someone have they put their hand around my waist, but the girl I went to dance class with did, and I'm like, oh, this is interesting, that's adorable! Said they're all super sweet, aww. Let's see, oh, and there's our new quote number 341. I'm amazed this wasn't quote number 1. Basketball banana smoothie. And then there's the bonkers quote. Queen says, Crystal! Crystal said, yup. Hey, yo. Nora does the Nora command. Oak says, no! Nora said, what's been happening? Okay, so to recap where we're at for Nora. Oh, wait, we can't show people here because we can't show the court record. Let's wait until, I'll give the, I'll just try and do it really quick. So we broke Piersnickety's psyche lock. We found out that Soren was at the scene of the crime, sort of. That he got stabbed in the stomach by Dumas, allegedly. But Phoenix thinks that he may be the murderer and is trying to get Ellen acquitted by implicating him. I think it's still obviously Piersnickety, but that's really about it. And yeah. Just a little of the same old usual basketball banana smoothie, as you know. Because, Nora, that is something that I say all the time. Basketball banana smoothie. I was stabbed by Dumas in the reception hall, and I collapsed to the floor. Hold it! Please tell me everything you can about when you got stabbed. After the reception, Ellen and I were enjoying a moment alone in the reception hall. Then Dumas appeared and stabbed me. He grabbed Ellen and the timekeeper and left the reception hall. Did Mr. Gloomsbury say anything at the time? Well, this is weird because, like, I thought Gloomsbury was probably trying to save Ellen, but was the stabbing an accident? Even if it was an accident, he probably would have stopped to help Soren. Maybe he thought Soren was going to try and kill Ellen. I still think he was trying to save her, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't remember. After I was stabbed, I was immobilized by the pain. I see. The next thing I saw was Ellen and Dumas on the Vista deck. Hold it! The Vista deck, huh? Not the XP deck? Not the Windows 7 deck? But it was nighttime then. Could you really see them in the darkness? The moon was out, so I could see them clearly. From the looks of it, Dumas was trying to push Ellen and the timekeeper off the side. So, you saw the defendant? About to be thrown off the airship, you say? That's right. In such a desperate situation, it would only be natural for her to fight for her life. And the murder weapon was right there within her grasp. Ah, this isn't going well at all! I've got to do something fast. I knew Ellen was in danger, so I headed for the Vista deck. Hold it! I understand that your bride was in danger, but were you really able to move with a stab wound to the gut? I was desperately trying to push the pain out of my mind. Okay, this makes it sound like maybe he does actually love Ellen for realsies. I want the two of them to be happy. I see, so adrenaline kicked in and gave you strength, is that right? I don't see much of anything in the statement I can refute. That's right. I almost passed out several times as I made my way to the Vista deck. One of these has got to, like, cause something to be added, right? But when I got there, Dumas was already... Hold it! Already what? Are you absolutely sure, Mr. Sprocket, that by the time you got to the Vista deck, the murder had already been committed? Maybe he was just taking a nap with his skull caved in. As you do. Yes. But the Vista deck is just on the other side of the glass windows in the reception hall. Shouldn't you have been able to get there right away? Are we gonna say there was no door, that he had to like go down the one lift and then up the other one?
Objection!
Objection! No. Mr. Wright, have you investigated nothing? The only way to the Vista deck is to go to the hold and take the lift. So that means that there was an extended period of time where Soren did not have his eyes on what was going on, and Pierce Snickety could have gone in there and done the killing. Right? So that's easy. Let me read some more comments in the chat, though. Oak says, I keep getting so close to the end. This one specific jump is so hard. It's the worst day of my life. I just fell all the way down. Like, are you sure you're toward the end, or will you get there and just find out that you're like only a fraction of the way there? Nora said, my brother gave his number to a probably 40-year-old woman who's probably married. My friend's mom. I'm sobbing. How old is your brother, Nora? Because I know you are just a sweet summer child. Please tell me your brother is like at least an adult. Oak said, do you have two brothers, or is this who I think it is? Nora said, yes, it is. Oak says, makes sense, honestly, laughing. Nora said, bro was talking to all my friends too. He told a percussionist to play Megalovania. Well, did the percussionist play Megalovania? Oak says, how the F does a percussionist play Megalovania? Could you guys hear that? That was Megalovania, right? It was percussion, I think. Let's see. I don't know if you guys were able to actually hear that, though. Nora says, on the things, what they called xylophone. Oh, okay, so yeah, that hits notes. Said you hit them with stick. Most eloquent description of a xylophone I think I have ever heard. Oh, and Moonlight over on YouTube said, basically just got here about mid-scene. Well, I'm glad that you didn't have to like wait too long for me to say hi, but Moonlight, were you at work tonight? How was work? How's your day going? Hope it's going well. Is everybody here excited for Christmas next week? Less than a week away. No matter how much one hurries, it would take at least 10 minutes. Arrgh! Well, that's unhelpful. I feel like if I was there and if I saw the love of my life about to be thrown off the balcony, I would have like, all right, I'm gonna slice up the heck out of me and have like cuts and lacerations, but I'm just gonna try and break through the glass. Or maybe like pick up a chair and throw it, unless the glass is like plexiglass or bulletproof or some crap like that. Well, that's unhelpful. But Soren had to have gotten there before the murder, or my claim won't stand. Or did the murder just happen while he wasn't looking? Do you have any ideas for me, Maya?
I'm thinking. Burgers. It's definitely easier to prove that someone did go to the hole than not. I mean, you can't leave anything if you don't go someplace, right?
Well, hang on a second. Let me check some of the court record. The lift that had all of his blood on it is this the lift that leads to the Vista deck? So do we have the diagram here? Is the diagram? So all that blood was on here. So that would seem to suggest that he was stabbed here on this lift rather than up here in the reception hall. So is he? But he doesn't seem like he'd be lying, especially if the lie would make it worse for Ellen.
I mean, you can't leave anything if you don't go someplace, right?
Can't leave anything. Can't leave anything. Is blood a thing? You can't leave blood on a lift? Oh, this was such an uplifting day. Oh, I can't wait to tell Judge that one. Wait a minute. I think Maya is onto something here. The lack of a certain something actually proves that Soren didn't go to the hold. What's the matter? Are you stumped already? Oh, wait, that means there's the record. What was it? The hold entry record, a record of the key cards used to access the airship hold. Dumas, Gloomsbury, Pierce, Nickety, Ellen. What? Pierce, Nickety! So that's what it's gonna be, right? Are you stumped already? No. I am far from stumped. Mr. Edgeworth, you of all people should know what my stump is like. Ha! I know for a fact that Mr. Sprocket didn't go into the hole. Not really, because, like, Larry went in there using Ellen's card. All he would need is someone else's card. Huh. You and your paper-thin bluffs. Mr. Sprocket's bloodstain on the lift proves he went through the hold. So what possible proof could you have that he did not, in fact, go through there? Oh, you want proof? Oh, you got it. You can do this, Phoenix. There's got to be proof that Soren didn't go through the hold. Well, Mr. Right? This proves that Mr. Sprocket didn't go through the hold. Crap, we didn't get to press that final statement. Well, it's going to be the hold entry record. Let's save, just in case I'm dumb. Which I am sometimes. Let's see. Moonlight says, got called in, yeah. Coworker pulled a no call, no show. Got called in earlier. For a second, I thought you were saying goodbye, that you got called in just now. Got called in, yeah. Coworker pulled a no call, no show. Well, on the plus side, that's like extra hours, right? Which is helpful around Christmas time. I'm really dreading next month is gonna be tough. Lack of money post-Christmas, and also I found out that the improv troupe I perform with will not be having any performances in January. So I don't know what I'm gonna be doing on Saturday nights. I mean, maybe I should just like add some Saturday streams in January or something? I don't know. Anyway, hold entry record.
Take that!
As anyone can see from the hold entry record, there is absolutely no mention of Soren Sprocket entering the hold. The defense asserts that Mr. Sprocket used a different route to get to the Vista deck. You can assert all you want, Mr. Wright, but can you actually prove another route exists? Well, before we try to prove it, how about we ask Ellen what route did he, although she's like dead in the eyes now. Can I prove the existence of another route to the Vista deck, you ask? I don't know. The option not yet is there, so that might be the case. Let's check the court record. So we got the cog, Ellen's pendant worn by Ellen. Seems she received it from her fiance. Ellen's statement, she saw a suspicious third party on the Vista deck when she was being attacked by Gloomsbury. While Ellen was attacked by Gloomsbury out on the Vista deck, she saw her in her dazed state, a shadowy figure hit Gloomsbury from behind. She fainted immediately afterwards and thus didn't get a good look at whoever it was. The Flying Chapel pamphlet. This doesn't seem to show any way to get up there. Let's check the other things. Pega cow lantern, Pega bull lantern, sweetheart table. Again, if you burst through the glass, but the glass wasn't broken. Flying chapel pamphlet. Love is always in the air on the Flying Chapel, the only wedding venue sure to make your dreams take flight. After the ceremony, out on the Vista deck, Sprocket Aviation's majestic Pegamoo mascots will light up the happy couple from both sides of the sweetheart table. We do still have that thing where we saw that pterodactyl, that part of the sign on the ground, so maybe but that was probably just thrown over rather than breaking any windows. Broken lantern. The restored lantern, there's a blood stain on the inside wheel handle as if somebody gripped it with a bloody hand. The victim was discovered inside one of the lanterns in the reception hall. The victim's body was found collapsed inside one of the Pegable lanterns. Scattered around the body were flower petals, a note, and broken parts of the lantern. The petals were from flowers not found inside the reception hall. Okay, nothing so far shows an alternate way to get to the Vista deck without going through the hold. Gloomsbury's note. Grab Ellen when convenient, then send her off from the Vista deck. The fog machine device utilized dry ice amid a large amount of thick vapor like fog. Okay. The timekeeper, the murder weapon, dubbed the timekeeper. It's a clock with a secret mechanism. Photo of Soren's older sister. Kind of looks like it was taken in some sort of an office. A photo of the reception. A photo of the reception taken by a relative. Much of the reception hall is obscured with thick fog. This was Larry's drawing. Shows the quote-unquote pterodactyl outside. Photo of the hold. A photo of the hold stealthily taken by Larry. Ellen can be seen near the center. This shows that other people can get there, like a Larry. Autopsy report. Bloomsbury head shows signs being hit twice. The timekeeper was used as the murder weapon. Are we sure that the first blow didn't kill him? One contusion was found at the back of the head, and one of the side blows were caused by the same weapon. Hold entry record, we already looked at that. Candelabra. Wait. Was that everything? Wait, do we have these things? Lift blood stain? Okay, we saved it. I'm gonna say not yet. Well, now that I really think about it, I guess it's going to be hard to prove. But I can't back down now. The trial will be over if I do. There's only one thing I can do at a time like this. Bluff through my teeth. Ha! I can prove it! That was illusion of choice! Even if it's just a bluff, I have to present something! Anything that could prove the existence of a faster route to the Vista deck! Very well then, Mr. Wright! The exit door that we saw! That goes outside, someone pops out here and goes around! That's why they made a point of clicking on, having us click on that. Show us how Mr. Sprocket got to the Vista deck. Mr. Sprocket made for the Vista deck through here. This door. Let's try it. Take that. To save his bride from danger, Mr. Sprocket. Oh, he looks so cool! He's being heroic! Check him out! I would never want to do that for somebody, but it's as cool as somebody's able to, and look how detailed his hand is. Look at the size of that yowie hand. Opened the escape hatch and made his way along the outside wall to the Vista deck. He's cool. I'm gonna read some more in the chat though. Queen Katie said, I made a bet in the spoiler chat for this trial tonight. It's between yes or no for one exact thing. Well, you gotta let us know when we get to that thing then. Nora said, what's been happening lately in this trial? I think, let me know if the recap I gave was sufficient. Queen Katie says to Crystal, do you want to vote on the bet in spoiler chat? It's not a major spoiler for the trial. Nora said, someone clip that. That was like a minute. Oh, and Nora, that's not even the first time I did that tonight. Queen Katie said, I love inventor boyfriends. Maybe I have a bias I am noticing. And 1:35:05. I'm only 20 minutes behind now. Magpie says, Magpie is present, but Magpie is playing Gotham Knights and listening. Are you having fun though? Is it fun? I heard not so great reviews. Oak says, this is the worst game of all time. Earlier you said you liked it though. I'm feeling the rage now, but I'm determined I was so close. Sunk cost fallacy. Sorry, just had to breathe for a second. Nora said, reading diaries? Queen Katie said, yup, we read a bloody diary. And Nora says, murder. Oh dear, what is happening? Ellen, my baby, let me hug you. What if I ruined this moment? Made it worse. Oh, and over in YouTube, Moonlight is saying, no, not leaving. The store closed 40 minutes ago. My bad. We were super busy. My brain is just a bit fried. Well, I hope our shenanigans will help you, if not unfry your brains, maybe just make them delicious. I don't know. Anyway, I see there's another clip in the chat. We'll check that out in a minute, but let's play a little bit more here. Opened the escape hatch and made his way along the outside wall to the Vista deck. Isn't that right, Mr. Sprocket? Oh, what's that sound effect that you see on? I've seen so many videos on TikTok where people just have something do like when they spin something. Do you guys know the one I'm talking about? I think it started with someone pulling like a carrot out of the fridge and doing it. Now people are doing it with like chihuahuas and stuff like that. That would certainly be a much faster route to the Vista deck. Objection. I bet Edgeworth is like, unless you have any proof, that is rather outlandish to just assume. I'm disappointed, Mr. Wright. Is that really the best you could muster? Oh! That escape hatch is not meant to be used to get to the reception hall to the Vista deck. I know it's not meant to. But Edgeworth, we've used things that were not meant to be used in ways they were not meant for. One slip and that's all it would take for Mr. Sprocket to plunge to his death. I have to agree. The defense's claim is really stretching it. Hold it. I understand how it sounds, Your Honor. Let's ask Soren. I understand how it sounds, Your Honor. But at this point, it's too early to definitively say that he didn't go that way. So that's what you're going with then, I take it? Of course, Your Honor. This is real life, Mr. Wright, not some cinematic drivel or comic book. You're welcome for not saying video game. That would have been too on the nose. Do you have some sort of logical explanation to share that would convince us of your claim? I do. Are you sure, Nick? Kind of. Actually, I have nothing, so I'll just have to wing it somehow. Yeah. On what do you base your theory that Mr. Sprocket made his way along the outside? My theory is that he was able to go along the outside wall despite the danger is based on the power of authority, the power of love, the power of money. Oh my gosh! Careful, everybody, Franziska von Karma just followed. Everybody be super careful. Don't use any of the Franziska commands while she is here. She probably has a whip and knows how to use it.
Pick power of love.
Oh, that's what I'm planning on using right there. But thank you very much for the 10 bits, Magpie. I appreciate that. Franziska, thank you very much for the follow. I try to let every new person know two things. Number one, our schedule. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, currently alternating between this, Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice, and Metaphor Refantasio. After this game is done, we'll be moving on to Edgeworth Investigations 2, so that'll be pretty fun. And I do read every comment in chat. I sometimes get behind. Right now, I'm about like 20 minutes behind. So if you've written stuff in chat, I will get to it eventually. In fact, let me scroll down to the bottom and see if you've written anything. Oh, there is a comment saying, Logan, don't worry, I left it at home. I'm sorry, I gotta read all your comments. With a German accent like that is not a very good German accent, but I will read all of your comments like you are a true von Karma. Oh crap, and someone's doing the von Karma commands. I did not create those. Were made by chat members. I do not want you to step on me. So please don't. Please don't. But thank you for the follow. I hope we have not offended you with that command and driven you off, but I really appreciate the follow. Thank you so much. And thank you again, Magpie, for the 10 bits. I am going to say the power of love. Because what is the power of authority or the power of money? Unless we're gonna say that he like grabbed one of those airplanes that were hanging from the ceiling and just like and flew out that way. I feel like that would like climbing up and get one of those down and trying to get enough of a runway would take more time than just taking the elevator. But yeah, I'm gonna say the power of love. Magpie. Wait, did I say Oak earlier? Yes, Magpie who said that. Yes, thank you very much for the 10 bits, Magpie. The power of love. Crap, I should have saved before I did that, because that's for hit points. To save the bride he loves, the groom risked his life and rushed to her side. Mr. Sprocket was able to make it to the Vista deck despite the danger, because of the power of love. The power of love. But you're saying don't take money, don't take fame, don't need no credit card to ride this train. It's strong and it's sudden and it's cruel sometimes, but it might just save your life. That's the power of love. Boom, ba 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 ba, hip to be square. That love is a source of strength that can help one overcome any obstacle. I think I can relate. Thanks to my own long, happy marriage, oh, the many death-defying feats I've lifted a car over my head to save my wife. Wow, he actually seems to be buying it. Objection. Oh, don't tell me Edgeworth doesn't believe in love. The power of love, you say? That kind of illogical argument is hardly viable in the court of law. Please let Phoenix be offended that he doesn't seem to believe in love. Oh, also, I forgot to do this for the third thing. There are 3 things I tried to do for new people. This is for Franziska as well. Let me type this into the chat. Here is a link tree. It has a Discord invite link, my TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, all those things. Make use of it as you see fit or ignore as you see fit. There's no pressure, but I just want to make sure it's there in case you want to make use of those things. I should also read some more chat. Oh yes, there's a clip in the chat. Here's another thing, Franziska. Anytime someone makes a clip, if you post to the chat, we will pause what we're doing and watch the clip all together on the stream on a little clip viewer. This clip, oh crap, it's this. This clip is titled Revenge of the Wait, darn it. I know what it's gonna be. So this is gonna be a 1 minute. This one will make an exception. We're not gonna watch the whole thing because this is gonna be long, isn't it?
You taught me this earlier.
This is the wait a minute again.
Wait a minute here, Soren. Haha.
Yeah,
it'll be so worth it.
We did it.
It's only been 10 seconds there, Soren Sprague.
We had a running gag where anytime someone said wait a minute, we waited literally a minute.
That's right, we're doing this again.
Yeah, well, you know, we're not gonna do that again. We've wasted too many minutes, but thank you, Queen Katie, for memorializing that clip as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Moonlight says, hi, Logan, hour mark 141. Okay, crap, so I'm 25 minutes behind. Thank you, Moonlight. Quickie said, Vero voted on the bet. They said, no, they don't even know what the bet is, do they? Nora said, my concert was really good. We did super good. Boo-ah! Oak says, before preschool, so like last week for you? Nora said, there's a pipe bomb in your mailbox. I mean, what? Who said that? Nora said, but yeah, that was such a fun time. I exchanged numbers with her too, so yippee! Quickie said, well, time to play some Miles 2. I do have the guide in this case, but I have mega faith in Logan. Why? Yeah, why? Why would you? You've seen me, right? Because this literal first cross-examination is something that Logan figured out last stream. Well, it wasn't this. I didn't think it was the emergency exit, but we'll see what else it is. Nora said, my brother is 24. Okay, so that's okay then. Said, but still, things you hit them with sticks. Quiggy said, Christmas, hurrah! And Nora said, Christmas. So, Franziska, it may take me a while to get to your other comments. Oh, and over on YouTube, Moonlight is saying, lol, it's always fun here. Well, the power of love and adrenaline. Yeah, because he's like worried. He's like, oh my gosh, someone's trying to murder her. Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor? No, I'm afraid not, Mr. Edgeworth. You should never underestimate the power of love. It's so real. Huey Lewis in the News would not have written a song about something false. You'll understand one day when you get married, which I won't. I mean, unless Mr. Wright has something to ask me? No, of course not. Why would he? Why would he? Exactly what is so wrong with wishing to remain unwed? Way to set him off, Your Honor. Ha! Never mind all this unscientific nonsense. Are you aware, Mr. Wright, that at the time of the crime... Oh! There was a huge propeller turning at full speed between the hatch and the vista deck. Even if a person were to go outside through the hatch... Oh, show him get animated all chopped up into pieces. Show him get chopped up! Oh, he just fall... Oh! They'd be blown away in an instant.
Is gay marriage legalized in Japan?
I don't know. We've made jokes about whether or not it is. Maybe it isn't. I mean, this is like the near future, so it ought to be, right? Maybe he's just trying to be tsundere about it. It's like, not that I wanted to marry you or anything. That's what it is. He's tsundere for marriage. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Oh, crap, it was Oak. Does that mean that he did another boo?
Because it's a game!
Sorry, I got excited to respond to that. But thank you, Crystal. Thank you for the cause it's a game. And thank you for the 10 bits, Oak. Sometimes I get excited to talk. So it isn't they get sliced and diced up, it's that the wind would knock you off. They'd be blown away in an instant. Wah! Ah! Where does your power of love get you now, Mr. Right? A huge spinning propeller, you say? Yeah, that would be more powerful than love. If I ever encountered one of those, I would get divorced. It's not worth it. I love my wife, but not if there's a large spinning propeller. Oh, in that case, I have to admit, it does seem impossible. Yarg! I should have known. Should have known that there's a giant spinning propeller. I feel like in my life, I generally can safely assume that situations do not have giant spinning propellers.
Nick, you can't make that kind of face in front of your client. The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. I didn't even channel my big booba sister in order to say that this time. Right?
Right. I feel like I just saw Mia looking out at me through Maya's eyes. But not like literally. I've seen that literally. This was more figurative.
What's wrong, Nick? Why are you gaping at me like a giant sunfish?
Thank you, Maya. And thank you, Mia. You just helped me remember something really important. How hot your sister was.
There it is! There's that fearless smile I was looking for! Now give us a mind-blowing theory just like you always do!
I have to turn my thinking around. Instead of wondering how Soren could have moved past the huge propeller, I have to think about what would have made it possible for him to do so. Your Honor! Mr. Wright only makes that ridiculous face when his back is pressed against the wall, trust me. I am intimately familiar with what he looks like when he's pressed against a wall. Therefore, please do hurry and give your ruling before... Hold it! Ah! Mr. Edgeworth! It's still far too early to discount my theory. What are you talking about? The airship's large spinning propellers have already shredded it to pieces. Are we going to say he, like, turned off the engine? And they were just, like, floating around aimlessly? But if we think a little more outside the box, I'm sure we can find a way he could have made it. Stop trying to stall, Mr. Wright, and show us how it could have been remotely possible, if at all. I must agree with Mr. Edgeworth. Very well, Your Honor. There must have been a way. Some way that Soren could have moved along the wall in spite of the propeller. Maybe if he was like bitten by a radioactive spider and had like Spider-Man sticky powers. Let me read some more in the chat though, because I am probably drifting farther and farther behind. Queekity says, one of the things I'm hoping to get for Christmas is this really cool charger bank with some cool bonus stuff. It's based on a cool lady in Genshin. Nice. Oak said, my family normally celebrates Hanukkah and Christmas, but we didn't celebrate Hanukkah this year. Oh, I'm sorry. I've like never seen an authentic Hanukkah celebration. I have like multiple friends who are Jewish, but I don't know. It sounds fun, you know, 8 nights of celebration. Oak says, probably because we normally celebrate with my mom's side of the family. Oh, and all of them are dead. I'm so sorry, Oak. I'm sorry. Oak said, but for Christmas, my mom has all the gifts out on the table in the living room already, but Santa hasn't come yet. Nora said, I need to write my letter to Santa. You better hurry. It might not make it to the North Pole in time. What I usually did when I was a kid is I'd write it and kind of tape it to the wall next to the Christmas tree. I figured Santa's magic. He probably has extras with whatever it was I was looking for. Oak said, mine looked suspiciously like the palm tamper I've wanted for like half a year. What's a palm tamper? Nora said, what do I ask for? You ask for what you want. I'm asking for Transformers. Oak said, but that also seems like that if it is a palm tamper, then I've been making espresso slowly every day for a long time. So it's an espresso maker? Nora said, I want Miku for Christmas, then ask for Miku. Oak said, for Santa to become real. Nora said, Miku Expo tickets, Ado tickets. Nora said, I don't know what to ask for. I panic. Oak said, my partner got me a Dr. Pepper shirt for Christmas. He knows me too well. I had 2 things I want to get him, but both of them were sold out. So I ended up getting him a book he wanted and a Princess Mononoke poster. Quigata said, Soren, epic Soren, he's so cute. Nora said, looks very cool. Quigata said, I was busy nailing someone in a testimony in Miles 2. Nailing in that regard. Oak says, I feel you might want to think twice before saying something that starts with, I was nailing someone. Yes, Yes. Magpie says Gotham Knights, question mark? I thought I described that earlier. It's fine, not as good as Arkham Knights, and that ends up frustrating me a lot and making me feel like the game is poorly designed and they don't know how to write Jason Todd. The other writing is fun, though, so far. Yeah, I think you mentioned that about Jason Todd. Maybe you didn't, I just forgot. If so, I apologize. Oh, and there's where Francis Von Karma came in, saying, Logan, don't worry, I left it at home. Queen Katie said, Crystal, no! Nora says, oh. Crystal said, Crystal, yes. And Von Karma command. Magpie says, I just couldn't allow us to pass the power of love and was so concerned we might forget that that I thought Logan would always pick silly options. Well, that silly option was correct, though, Magpie. Nora said, this has given me flashbacks to when I was playing DDLC, and both Sayuri and Monica followed me. Franziska said, I step on the crotch of mine enemies. I'm being a troll, lol. JK, I get goofy late at night. Why does the judge look realistic? It's probably because this is the remastered Apollo Justice trilogy. Have you played it? It's high def. That's like more than low def and better than goodbye def. But thank you again for the follow. I appreciate that. Now then, Mr. Wright, what specifically would have made it possible? Crap, we gotta save. I forgot that I have to do my job as a lawyer. What specifically would have made it possible, huh? Okay. Is it gonna be some of the court record or a multiple choice question? This is how it would have been possible for Mr. Sprocket to get to the Vista deck. Okay, multiple choice.
He got to the deck some other way.
The airship wasn't flying. The airship, why are we assuming it was in the air? The propellers were broken. Is that gonna be why Larry saw the pterodactyl outside the window? It's not that it was falling past it, it's because he was street level and saw the sign? Oh, is that the thing that Queen Katie was doing the bet about? Okay, the airship wasn't flying. That's clever. Let me have a sip of water here, hang on. Now, it also means significantly less danger. I mean, it's so big that if you fell, you'd still possibly die, but not like as bad. What allowed Mr. Sprocket to go along the outside wall in spite of the propellers is the location of the flying chapel at the time of the crime. The location of the flying chapel? But wasn't it flying high in the sky? No. No, Your Honor. I'm afraid it wasn't. Hey! Then where was it? Ha! At the time of the murder, the airship wasn't flying through the sky, but moored to the ground! And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use Larry's illustration showing the pterodactyl, which was the sign that we saw down the ground. So it wasn't that the sign fell, and it's probably because of the high winds that were going on that they couldn't get up in the air. Because that was the whole thing, that a bench had like flown across the park and crashed into the sign. So because of the high winds, they probably wasn't safe to fly, and they were probably parked on the ground. Oh, and I'm seeing there's an AutoMod held message from Beowulf. Let me allow this. It says, apparently where you, Logan, work follows the Hunger Games on Twitter. Wait, oh, my work, okay. I guess my work follows the Hunger Games. Should I be concerned? Should I be worried about what my work is going to be doing? Beowulf? Oh, wait, that's Beowulf. Beowulf, hi! Beowulf, I didn't see it come in. Hi, how are you doing? How's your week going? Are you ready for the big Christmas next week? I feel like I still got so much to do. But welcome, Beowulf, how are you? Okay, but moored to the ground. What? And if the airship wasn't flying, then that means the propellers weren't turning. Oh, hang on. In which case, why is Soren nervous about it? I thought he doesn't want Ellen to be killed. He apparently wanted to save her life. I mean, this wasn't staged, right? Mr. Sprocket could have gotten to the Vista deck along the outside wall. Isn't that right, Mr. Sprocket? Whoa! Did he just do a poo? Oh, he hurt his thumb. I don't remember. That was a very interesting face he made. Ow! He stabbed himself with his pencil! That's gonna leave a mark. Objection. Even if the propellers weren't turning, it would have been far too risky to go that way. But Mr. Edgeworth, you're forgetting about the power of love. Yes, the amazing power of love. It's what allows my wife to get over the hideous appearance of my nude form when we make love. Not this again! Not the judge talking about his sex life again! Very well. For the sake of argument, let's assume this so-called power of love made it possible for Mr. Sprocket to move along the outside wall of the airship. Why have we still not asked him? Or Ellen, or anyone? Ha! Can you prove that the airship was tied to the ground as you claim, Mr. Wright? Well, I don't have any evidence that proves where the airship was at the time. Larry's drawing. Larry's drawing. You can prove it, can't you? Maya! Can you think of anything we can use to prove it? You can't say that I can! Wait! Didn't somebody named Larry see something? Something he thought was a pterodactyl? Outside a window? A window in the cabin? At the time of the crime? The crime of murdering Dumas Gloomsbury? I think I remember someone saying as much. Am I spoon-feeding this to the player enough? Do I have a piece of evidence that shows what was outside the airship? Well, what are you waiting for? This piece of evidence shows what was outside the airship at the time of the crime. You know what? I'm so confident in this. I'm not even gonna save. I am not even gonna save. It's the Larry drawing. Larry, you monster. This piece of evidence shows what was outside the airship at the time of the murder. What kind of lousy drawing is that? It's a drawing made by Larry Butts. And what can you prove with that poor attempt at artistry? Miles, he's in the gallery today, right now. Larry made this drawing before he switched the lanterns, so it must have been right around when the murder was being committed. Now, if I could direct the court's attention here... Oh, now I'm gonna make it click, it's just gonna show it. Is that a pterodactyl? Oh, I knew someday they'd come back for revenge. I'm out of here. Bye. Shoo. Judge, he killed the dinosaurs. That's the revenge. Does that mean that the airship actually went back in time to the Cretaceous period? I don't know, Judge. I'm gonna Google and find out which period pterodactyls are from. Pterodactyl period. What era did the pterodactyl live in? The late Jurassic period through the late Cretaceous period. Okay, you know what, Judge? Didn't have to be Cretaceous, but it could have been. You win. Point awarded to the judge.
Objection!
Shut up, Edgeworth. Judge he got it smart. We've already proved that time travel is nothing more than a gimmick, did we not? Yeah, we did. And I have no intention of bringing up that argument again. But this drawing shows us an important piece of information. It shows us that the airship was actually moored on the ground. And what makes you so sure? That's easy. All you have to do is consider who made this drawing. An idiot. This guy. Yeah, that guy. Larry. Let me read a few more comments in the chat because I am still behind. Let's see. Oak says, well, I am pausing my getting over it for tonight. I got really close and kept falling, but that's half the fun. If it was too easy, it wouldn't be worth the money, right? Nora said, I must go to bed. Oh, all right. Okay. Good night, Nora. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you popping in after your concert tonight. You're probably already gone. But if you see this on the VOD, I hope you had a great rest of your night. Oak said, but at least I'm at the point where I can get back up easier if I fell. Oak said, good night, Nora. Nora said, night, night, everyone. Oak says, no crap, I have to do Duolingo. I have 10 minutes. Hurry, this is why I always do it right after midnight, so there's never a rush. And also make sure you always have your streak freezes. Nora said, Oak, hurry. Night and night, friends. Quick with a timestamp 2:07:07. So I'm only a little under 20 minutes behind right now. Oak said, I did it. I'm here on phone now. Beowulf says, hello, lonely man. There's where Beowulf came in. How you doing, Beowulf? Oak says, hi, Beo. Beo says, yo. Oak said, why does Streamlabs love that quote? Which would quote 262, if you want to see someone naked, you should buy them dinner first. I think Streamlabs is trying to hit on us. That's what's happening. Crystal said, get married already, Mr. Edgeworth and Mr. Rightworth. Okay, I heard something the other day. I had never heard this before, so you guys got to tell me if this is true. I heard that when you have ship names, like the one that Crystal just used, Rightworth, somebody said that the way the naming convention is that the first name is the person who is the top, and the second name is the bottom, and that's just, I've never assumed that. I've just always assumed what name sounds best, because like Edgeright or Edgenix or something like that, Milesnick. Rightworth sounds good, right? I thought it was just aesthetics. Chris said, Logan. Oak said, he talked over it again. Oh, the boo. I'm sorry. Oak said, 2 donations in a row. Thank you, Crystal. You always have my back. And then Crystal with some quotes. Queen Katie said, oh, wow. The bet in spoiler chat is a heavy favor of no. Will Logan beat the bet, or are they getting bragging rights? Well, okay, well, let's keep going. Let's find out. And let me know when we've reached whatever that bet was about. Larry. That's right. It was Mr. Butts. And we both know what he's like. He must have seen something else and mistaken it for a pterodactyl. I can't argue with you there. And what, Larry, why are you here? Hey, wait just one doggone second here. What kind of moron do you guys take me for? A massive one. I saw it with my own eyes. A pterodactyl flew right by the window, I tell you. I have the sharp eyes of an artist. Don't you believe me? No. Nick? No. We're gonna go to the judge next, or Maya? Some friends you guys are. What about the judge? You believe me? We're right, Your Honor. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you need to leave this courtroom forever. Maybe die.
Oh yeah, that's definitely just whatever sounds best. That person is lying to your face. Junpei is definitely not a top. Boo. Boo.
Ah!
Did he hear it this time? Boo.
Ah! I heard both of them and the bow. Thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that, Oak. But Junpei is with Chidori. Are we saying that Chidori does a little, Pegamoo action? Something like that? Let's not talk about gross sex acts. Why did you guys mention Pegamoos right there? Why did you all do that? Totally not me. But thank you very much for the 10 bits, Oak. I appreciate that. Oh, and Moonlight over on YouTube is saying, didn't know Edgeworth was an art critic. Well, I mean, Phoenix was an art major, right? Larry claims to be an artist. So maybe Edgeworth picked up some of that from all the times spent together there. Bailiff, if you would, just kill that man. And murder him. Come on, buddy, let's go! Why doesn't anybody believe me? You. And we never saw Larry again. Thank goodness. Don't take it personally, Larry. I know you're just being, well, you. Him! Now then, so you're saying that what Mr. Butts really saw bears some relation to what was outside the airship at the time of the murder? Be sure convenient if we had a photo of that mooring park. Yes, Your Honor. At least I think it does. What this pterodactyl really is will prove the airship was anchored at the mooring dock. It had better anyway. If it doesn't, my whole argument is a bust. If you're that confident about it, then please go ahead and tell us what it really was. Yes, Your Honor. Here we go. Think, Phoenix, think! What could that pterodactyl have actually been? The pterodactyl was the pterodactyl. Oh, what was it that Larry mistook for the pterodactyl? Why is it that, like... Oh, it disappears because the hand gets too low down. But I gotta make sure I'm pointing right at that thing. That! Although we still don't know why it was upside. Oh, maybe he saw it fly by because when the bench hit it and actually was like flying through the air. Please take a good look at this sign. At the sign? Oh, I saw that sign. It opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. It appears to have been broken and then repaired. But what does this sign have to do with the P pterodactyl? Please focus on this part of the sign. The part that is broken off. Oh, the part that is broken off and got reattached? What about it? How about if we turn it like this? Oh! That shape! It's the pterodactyl in the drawing! What Mr. Butts actually saw was this chunk as it was being blown through the air by wind. Way! Oh, okay, Soren is back on the stand now. I can't keep track of it. He has a large satchel and a small butt. On the day of the murder, there were some heavy winds in the area of the mooring dock, but it's hard to imagine that this sign would make it up as high as the airship would fly. Huh! That means the flying chapel must have been anchored in the mooring dock that night! Isn't that right, Mr. Sprocket?
Objection!
No. That's more than enough of this power of love nonsense, you pop culture junkie! Present all the proof you want, but your argument is based far too much in conjecture. Why don't we return to reality now? What do you mean too much conjecture? Even if the airship wasn't flying, that alone doesn't prove the witness went along the wall. True. Even now, it's no more than a possibility. One might refer to it as a reasonable doubt. But what does a court have to do with that? And how do you propose Mr. Sprocket got to the Vista deck, Mr. Edgeworth? He's gonna say through the hold. I noticed something as I went over the evidence. Please take a look at this hold entry record. He's gonna say that he used Pierce Nickety's card or something. What about it? I don't see Mr. Sprocket listed on here anywhere. Don't you remember? In yesterday's session, we had a very similar kind of argument. Did we? You're saying you don't listen to me? Honestly, Mr. Wright, are you going senile already? We talked about Larry Butts using the defendant's key card to enter the hold. Oh, we did talk about that, didn't we? Ha! In other words, even if a person's name isn't on the entry record, it's still possible for that person to have entered by using someone else's card. Let me have a sip of water. I'm almost done with my rationed water. There we go. Let's see. Also, how are we over 2.5 hours into stream? We're over 2.5 hours into stream. If people want to start keeping an eye out for raid suggestions, let me know. Let me read some more here. Queen Katie said, Oak says to Queen Katie, I am definitely getting bragging rights. Crystal said, get bragging rights so we can bully Logan more. Oak said, I have zero faith in him on this topic. What is the topic? Like how to talk to girls or something? Bill said, I don't know. Japan is only just starting to legalize same-sex marriage and not even all prefectures have allowed it. Oh, that's right, because it's not just California, it's Japanifornia. So that's true. Oak said, and speaking of sunfish, to anyone who wasn't there the other night, Quickita said, all right, Miles 2 gave me a save point finally, so I'm gonna break from it. Oak said, a female sunfish can lay up to 300 million eggs at one time. We need Logan to make a compilation of all the right-worth moments of spirited justice. Oak said, Chad, can you remind me not to choke? I am falling right now. Are you still playing? I thought you gave up the game for the night. Queen said, don't choke. Oak says, thank you, Katie. Your advice is very helpful. And Queen Katie with the hydrate crap. I'm gonna have to finish off the last of my water. Well, there's still a half hour left in stream. Bottoms up. It's all gone now. Thank you, Queen Katie, very much for the hydrate command. Oak said, a palm tamper is basically a tool for making espresso that involves the most annoying thing about making coffee. You have to compress the coffee grounds pretty hard and also do it evenly. A palm tamper is healthier ergonomically and also does it at the perfect amount of force and perfectly evenly. I didn't know that. I find even the smell of coffee foul, so I did not know that. Oak said, much faster than doing it by hand. Quick said, yep, it was the Larry thing. And no, that's not the bet. The bet is the next testimony. Really? So we're not at the bet yet. Well, we got a half hour, so we need to get to the next testimony then. We need to get to the bet. We need to. Oh, and one more comment. Oak says, I am only 1,000 bits away from getting my fancy 5,000 bit badge. Well, I mean, I won't stop you from spending another 10 bucks on me. But again, that type of stuff always appreciated, but never any obligation. But thank you so much for all the bits you have already sent. It's possible for the person to have entered by using someone else's card. Ah! Mr. Sprocket, you entered the hold with Mr. Nicody, didn't you? I did. So did he not go outside? So is the whole thing with Larry and the pterodactyl just a stupid coincidence? If so, I hate that. I hate that. What? Why didn't you tell us that in the first place? Pierce is indispensable. Oh crap, did he figure out that Pierce is the murderer, but he loves Pierce more than his own fiancée? Oh, I didn't want to mention him unnecessarily and risk having him wrongly accused. Oh, I couldn't do it without him. Oh, I couldn't do without him. You couldn't make do without him? You couldn't do? Duty. Mr. Sprocket, I ask that you testify in greater detail about your movements that night. Your duty movements. Bowel movements. Any more poo jokes? We done with that? Okay, moving on. Witness testimony, the truth. Okay, so this has got to be the testimony that Queen Katie was talking about. That there's some kind of bet going on in y'all's private chat. The truth is, I went to the Vista deck with Pierce. That's why my name doesn't appear on the entry hold record. A hold entry record. I was badly injured from being stabbed, but I was frantic. By the time we reached the scene, it was all over. Well, this doesn't help me one bit. Mr. Sprocket, you've concealed information from us time and time again. Why do you think who do you think you are treating this court of law with such irreverence? Okay, so I'm guessing he's lying. That he did go outside or went down the hold, whatever. The Pierce was already there, but he doesn't want us to think that Pierce did the murder, and so he is lying about it to cover it up. The Pierce was already there. Yes. That being said, I do appreciate the testimony you gave just now. Thanks to you, we now know why your name doesn't appear on the entry record. Now, there are no more inconsistencies in the witness's testimony. Arg! That's Mr. Edgeworth for you. Oh, he never leaves a loose end dangling. Oh, now I'm thinking about things dangling on Mr. Edgeworth. You okay, Nick? You thinking about things dangling on Mr. Edgeworth, too? I wouldn't exactly call the situation okay. Somehow I'll have to coax the information we need for an opening out of him. If I even can, that is. Okay, cross-examination. The truth. Okay, so you guys know the drill. As always, we gotta save before we do a cross-examination. Press every statement, figure out where we're presenting evidence. But let me read a couple more comments in the chat. Let's see, Oak says, the LT Gray outfit for Phoenix is so strange for me because I didn't know it was an outfit at first. Well, because there was a character in one of the previous games who briefly impersonated Phoenix Wright, and his face kind of looked like him and his hair and everything, but he wore that outfit, and so yeah, Phoenix has got to wear the El Tigre Furio outfit. Oak said, like when I first saw Phoenix in these streams, I thought that's just what he looked like. And now I really struggle to think of him in any other outfit. Well, it's superior to his normal boring blue suit. Quiggity said, just wait till you meet the man that this costume is referencing. It's wild. Oak said, Judgy, forget about your wife. Make love to me instead. Oak said, or you can keep your wife. Just bring me. It's like Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus. Wait, what? Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus invite people into their happy times together? Oak said, I would sleep with either or both of them. Beowulf said, also, Logan, I'm in the final dungeon of metaphor. Nice! You're almost there. Wait, Beowulf, were you at, did you make it to the very end of last stream? I'm trying to remember if you had to leave early or not, because we're in the Tournament of Thrones now. Quickity said, Judge, dang it, my time traveling finally caught up to me. The dinosaurs found me. And there's a clip from Oak. We'll check that out in a minute. Let's do some of this cross-examination. The truth is, I went to the Vista deck with Pierce. You didn't mention this because you didn't want Mr. Nickety to fall under suspicion. Is that because he has something to hide? Oh, I just didn't want the police to take up his time with all their questions, that's all. Neither the company nor the household would function smoothly without him. I see. Wow, it sounds like Pierce is absolutely indispensable to the Sprockets. Anyway, getting back to your statement, when did you meet up with Mr. Nickety? We met up on my way to the Vista deck. I think Pierce had and some of my relatives were on another floor. But Pierce heard the commotion and came running to my aid. He could hear the pandemonium all the way from another floor? Mr. Wright, would you like the current statement added to the witness's testimony? Yeah, have it added. Yeah, yes please, Your Honor. Very well. Just add all the statements, I want this to be long. Pierce heard the commotion, and he came running. He came running because he was closer than you realized, bro. He wasn't far away and heard the commotion, he was doing the murder. Hold it! Hold it! Maybe even hiding in a pegable. Did Mr. Nickety come alone? I believe some of his subordinates were with him, but I don't remember exactly how many. He may say there were others, but seeing how they pulled that second reception off, I can't completely trust anything he has to say either. I see, so you, Mr. Nickety, and a few others headed to the Vista deck, is that right? That's right, please ignore the suspicious pause before I said that. That's why my name doesn't appear on the hold entry record. Hold it! Your name doesn't appear on the hold entry record because you entered with Mr. Nickety using his key card? That's right. Please continue to ignore any more suspicious pauses before I answer questions. So I guess the hold entry record doesn't matter as much as we thought. But now that Soren's saying he was with Pierce and a few others, it's pretty tough to refute that statement. What's the matter, Mr. Wright? Cat, got your tongue? Did you finally realize there's no point in continuing this trial any longer? No, of course not! I'll wipe that smug look off your face. Mr. Sprocket, please continue with your testimony. I was badly injured from being stabbed, but I was frantic. Hold it! Speaking of your injury, how you doing now? The knife wound is deep and continues to throb with pain.
Can we stop saying pegable? My dentist thinks the worst of me.
Wait, did you...
I'm kidding, lol. I'm back home.
Oh crap! I thought you actually did share the stream with your dentist. Vero! Welcome back! We have missed you, Vero! How you doing, Vero? Okay, you know what? As a celebration for the return of the prodigal Vero, which, by the way, I don't know why we do that with the prodigal son. We act like someone who left to give. The word prodigal doesn't mean left. It means someone who's like wasteful. But the return of Vero. Oak has a clip in the chat, so let me load this up at the clip viewers so we can all watch this together. This clip from Oak is titled, if this will load here, hang on. Judge Udgy's Old Enemies. Okay, let's go ahead and check this out. Oh, it's this. From only 20 minutes ago. I'm getting close. Is that a pterodactyl? Oh, I knew someday they'd come back for revenge. I'm out of here. Bye. Shoo. Judge Udgy killed the dinosaurs. Is that it just cuts off. It just cuts off right there. Thank you very much for the clip. I appreciate it, Oak. Thank you. Let me just click this back over to where that was there. Let's see. Chris said, wait, really? Quinkity says, I just picked whichever sounded better. Right worth. Quinkity says, Crystal says, same. See, that's what I always thought. Oak said yes. Chidori definitely pegs Junpei. I realize now that my cheer sounded sarcastic, but I meant it entirely. Even with Yuka Mitsu to Mitsuru's entire personality is being a top, Yukari is not the top there. Quinkity says, add quote, he has a large satchel and a small butt. Oak says, why are Phoenix and Edgeworth allowed to be in the same court case? They are married. Not according to Edgeworth a minute ago. He's dropping hints. But it still hasn't happened. So that's too much of a relationship. You can't represent someone if you have a relationship with the opposition's lawyer. And with a timestamp, Quinkity said 2:33:10. So I'm less than 15 minutes behind. Oak says, what? How? Quinkity said the upcoming testimony is in a little bit where the bet will be brought up. We will see what happens. Okay, so we gotta keep going then. So Vera, apparently there's some kind of bet in your spoiler chat that I'm not allowed to see. I don't know what it's about, but let's try this. The knife wound is deep and continues to throb with pain. Fortunately, my internal organs were spared. But one wrong move would have spelled the end for me there. Even so, I've seen you up and about all over the place since the incident. I'm only following my doctor's orders to perform some daily light exercises. Mr. Wright, would you like Mr. Sprocker's statement about his condition? Added to the test, for sure. Add everything. Add it all. Not that it appears especially relevant to me. Should I have him added to his testimony? Have it added. Yes, Your Honor, I'd like to have it added to the testimony. I see. Okay, very well. The knife wound is quite deep and continues to throb with pain. Here's what I think. I'm not going to present this just yet, but if he was stabbed with this, that's not long. And then again, like, I guess this is probably a deep wound. Yeah, you know what? If that was in me, that would feel like a deep wound. It just would, I don't know what constitutes deep. Okay, hold it. Your injury was really that deep. Luckily, it missed my internal organs. Otherwise, I wouldn't be alive right now. According to his doctor, his injury will take about 3 weeks to heal. There's no way someone with that kind of injury could have gone along the outside wall. But he might have been able to, with a burst of adrenaline brought on by the pain. I still think he was stabbed on the Vista deck. That's where the lift is. Huh. Adrenaline. Is that your answer for everything? In a court of law, the only thing that matters is evidence, not rampant speculation. At least admit it's scientific rampant speculation. May I continue? Yes, of course. By the time we reached the scene, it was all over. Hold it! So, you still insist that you reached the Vista deck after the murder had occurred. Is that correct? Yes, that's right. Ellen must have killed him. There's no other explanation. Is, like, Pierce Nickety blackmailing him or something? This is so weird. I don't like him implicating Ellen Wyatt. I guess whether Pierce was with Soren or not doesn't change the outcome. I guess not. In fact, more witnesses actually makes it worse for us. So, another cover-up, huh? That Soren has too many secrets! Bet he's still hiding other things, too! Like, I want to know if he has a six-pack! That's definitely a possibility. But he won't be able to do sit-ups for 3 weeks. He's gonna lose that six-pack, Maya. But in a situation like this, what we have to do is go back to the basics. You mean go over the testimony and check for any lies or inconsistencies? You got it, Maya. All right, Nick, let's go for it! Okay, so we pressed every statement. Now let's save and figure out what we're gonna be doing. I still don't know exactly what your bet is all about. Let's read a couple more comments in the chat, though. Let's see. Oak said, no, failing at not choking. Oh, there we go, said Longa. Get a new water bottle. But it's in another room. What if a person lurking leaves while I'm fetching my water bottle? Oak says, hey, Logan. Oh, is this gonna be a joke? Why did the chicken cross the road to get to the other side? Quick says, by the way, if Logan doesn't get there tonight, I'll keep the bet till next stream. Okay, but this is the cross-examination, right? So we should be getting there tonight? Oak said, Logan seems really disappointed in me regarding my comments on Mr. and Mrs. Claus. It's just they're not even like, you could say it's gross with an 80-year-old. They're hundreds of years old. Quick said, Vero, welcome back. The bet is in this testimony. Vero says, Oak. Oak says, hi guys. Bill says, hey Vero, good to see you for the second time today. Vero says, yeah. Wait, when did you guys see each other for the first time today? Vera says, ad quote, he has a large satchel and a small butt. Vera says, oh yeah, I voted on that poll. Quick said, I'm waiting so hard. Vera, do you even know what the bet is? Vera said, yes, I glanced at it. Quick says, okay, good. Vera said, I was so curious. Oh crap, but I can see the end in sight coming up here. So, we gotta figure out what this is. So let's review the test. I'm not gonna do the voice, I just wanna see what it is. Truth is, I went to the Vista deck with Pierce. Pierce heard the commotion and he came running. That's why my name doesn't appear on the hold entry record. I was badly injured from being stabbed, but I was frantic. The knife wound is... The what wound? Soren, the what wound? Soren? Does this look like a knife to you? Soren?
Objection!
Objection! Mr. Sprocket, you just said your injury is a knife wound, didn't you? F. But the weapon you were stabbed with was this candelabra. A fact I know you're quite aware. Well, like I said before, we never did the DNA test. We just knew it was the same blood of the candelabra as on the lift. We don't know if it's his blood. It's probably Pierce Nickety's blood. A fact I know you're quite aware of. So did I win your guys' bet? Did I win your bet?
Very well. This is what I heard directly from Master Soren himself. As you surmised, Master Soren was stabbed by Gloomsbury on the day of the murder. It happened after the first wedding reception. The happy couple was in the reception hall when suddenly Gloomsbury appeared. He attacked Miss Ellen and tried to take her away. Master Soren went to stop him and found himself in a struggle with Gloomsbury. That is when Master Soren was stabbed with the candelabra, he said.
What?
I mean, it's blue blood, so it gotta be a Transformer's blood or something. I don't know who is the hidden alien in this case.
I don't know if this is true or not. I remember when I was in high school, I heard that there was some weird medical condition. I think it's very rare, but I guess most common as far as rare conditions go in the state of Kentucky here in the United States, where people can have, like, their blood can turn blue. And in like high school and elementary school, I'm like, that must be because you always hear the thing that blood that's not oxygenated is actually blue. It doesn't turn red till it gets oxygen. I hear that's actually an urban legend. But for some reason, there's something that like makes your blood turn blue. And so as a result, like if you're white, you get a slight pinkish hue because it's like fairly clear, transparent skin and the blood under it is red, making it slightly pinkish. So it makes them slightly blue. So maybe it's that, but no. But it's just, I get what you're saying. It'd be awesome if it was a Transformer. It'd be so awesome if it was a Transformer Vera. But it's because that's not actual blood. That's just the luminol that's on there that was having the reaction where so the blood had been wiped off. But Vera, thank you very much for the 10 bits. So did you win the bet? Is the bet over, by the way? Objection. It must have been a simple memory slip that made him misspeak. It happens to everyone. It has nothing to do with the case. No. Oh. You must be pretty desperate to point out something so minute. It's not really minute. It just seems that way sometimes if it's like too hot or if I've been swimming. I have to agree, Mr. Wright. You hardly need to make such a big deal over such a small mistake, and your mistake is so small. But I contend that it's an important inconsistency. Besides, I couldn't find anything else. This is the only thing I have to go after. And I say it's not important. Now let's not waste any more time on this matter. I agree. Everybody has a little memory lapse every now and then. Hold it! But Your Honor! Please let me explain. But can you really explain to this court what makes this slip so important? Yes, I can, Your Honor. After all, it was Soren himself who told Pierce that he had been stabbed by a candelabra, according to Pierce. We're getting that secondhand. This is more than a simple memory slip. There has to be some kind of reason for it. Also, the end of that thing is broken off. Is that inside of his gut now? I bet that Pierce got stabbed, and that's inside of Pierce's gut. Or hand, or shoulder, I don't know, wherever he was stabbed. Well, Mr. Wright! Maybe that's why he has the thing on his shoulder, is because that's where he was stabbed. Please explain why the witness's slip of the tongue is so important. Yeah. Oh, the point to focus on here is why the witness would mistake the weapon used to stab him. Think carefully, Phoenix. This could very well change the course of the trial. I see. So why did the witness make that mistake, Mr. Wright? Okay, I'm gonna save before we do this here. Let's go. Options, save. And also gotta read some chat. Queen says, Mood, Oak said, so do you think Phoenix Wright would be friends with Saul Goodman? I don't know if Phoenix knew what Saul was up to. I don't think so. Maybe Jimmy McGill in the early years, though. Vera said, I feel Kristoff would, but not Phoenix. Oak says, Edgeworth is like Kim, but a little more serious. I'm just so glad I'm done watching Better Call Saul, so I don't have to spend like every episode worrying about Kim Wexler. Vera said, I say that without knowing anything about Breaking Bad. Oak says, Saul Goodman is basically like if Logan was a lawyer and was perfectly comfortable with breaking the law. Well, here's a good way to describe it. Vero, Saul Goodman is a criminal lawyer, but it's not a criminal lawyer because he defends criminals. He's a criminal lawyer. See if that makes sense. Let's see, Queen said, don't worry, I will explain the bet after this presenting portion. Okay, so I don't know if we're done then or not. Vera said, so Phoenix, wait, why is he so close to catching up? Oh, it's because of you all. It's because not enough chatting, apparently. Oak said, basically morally gray, dark mode Logan with a law degree. I gotta admit, shows like Better Call Saul, though, make me think, looks like it'd be so fun to be a lawyer. Oh, also, we're like 3 minutes away from the 2-hour mark. Maybe I should just stop here and let your bet wait. Assuming it's not already done. Is the bet done or not? I don't know. Okay, let's see. Mr. Sprocket identified the wrong weapon used against it because he misspoke. He's covering for something. For someone, he has no memory of it. Is that why he writes down every minute detail in his journal? Because he has no memory of things? And so he was probably coached by Pierce Nickety on what happened the day. You know what this is? What's that Adam Sandler movie where it's with, I believe, Drew Barrymore, where like her memory like resets every time she goes to sleep, so like every day she forgets him. That's what it is. That's why he writes down everything, because he doesn't remember it. And there was the day of the car accident. So it wasn't just that the car accident made him go like, I'm all serious and hyper fixated and got a OCD, all this stuff. It's that he had some kind of a brain injury that makes him forget everything. Periodically, maybe every day, maybe every few hours. He has no memory of it. I think I saved, yeah, he has no memory of it. He doesn't remember the incident, let alone the weapon used against him. Not only that, but I believe Mr. Sprocket has some sort of memory disorder. Therefore, the defense contends that Mr. Sprocket's testimony thus far is invalid. Objection. Ha! Just because you can't find a flaw in his testimony, you want to throw it all out. Your baseless claim is nothing but pure slander of the witness's character. It's not a character. Like, it doesn't impugn someone's character to say someone has a brain disorder. So let's, you know what, Edgeworth? Great way to prove this. Let's read his diary and see if you can come up with an explanation for why he writes down everything he does every day. Mr. Edgeworth is correct, Mr. Wright. Can you explain your grounds for making this claim? Of course, Your Honor. Oh, think of what Soren has said and how he's behaved. That's where I'll find a clue. Very well, let's hear your argument then. My grounds for claiming that Mr. Sprocket has a memory disorder is his taciturn personality, his notebook, his airplane pen. It's his notebook, his handy-dandy notebook. The notebook he always has with him. I saw daily events and information about the people around him recorded in it. Like a diary, Mr. Wright, did you read this man's diary? Bailiff, execute him! Oh crap, we're past the 3-hour mark. Did anyone ever post any raid suggestions in the chat? Oh, and there's a pin message. The bet was if you would figure out Soren's short memory twist before the game gave it to you, which I was shocked you never locked in at all. And most of the spoiler chat said no. ... Magpie and I were the only ones with faith. And you proved us correct. So does that count? Because like the option appeared on the screen. Does that still count as me having figured it out like before the game told me? I'll take it if you guys decide that counts. I like you guys being proved right for having faith in me. Ooh, like a diary, perhaps? No, Your Honor. It's much too detailed to be an ordinary diary. And believe me, I read... No, it was Apollo who read Trucy's diary. Never mind. It's more of on the order of a database, actually. A database, you say? That's right. For some reason, Mr. Sprocket is apparently unable to retain memories. That's why he writes every little detail of his life down in his notebook! Objection. How could you possibly know that for sure? He might just be an extremely compulsive person. I thought so too myself at first. To be honest, we accidentally got a stain on that notebook yesterday. You mean you got a stain on it? Hi, you're the one who tried to grab it out of my objection. Never mind whose fault it was, just get to the point already. right, sorry. Mr. Sprocket. The page Ms. Faye got a stain on you. And it was the day of what happened the day of the crime. And so that's why he's having to rely on what Pierce told him for his testimony, because he can't remember it and he lost his first-hand account of it. That's the page with the details of your stabbing on it, isn't it? No, I only write in this notebook because I'm very compulsive. Watch, every time I go to a door, I have to knock 8 times. That's a thing, I believe, right? Someone find Howie Mandel. I do what he does. Now drop the subject already. Sorry, but I'm not convinced. I noticed an odd fact about your notebook, Mr. Sprocket. On the earlier pages, you used it to write down invention ideas. But after a certain date, you started writing down a lot more and in much more detail. Ha! I believe your memory disorder stems from what happened on that date! I should read some more in the chat. Also, I should keep saving periodically. Crap, we are past the 3-hour mark now officially. Oak says, Beowulf says, what? Huh?
Hey, Logan. Come close real quick. I got something to tell you.
Okay.
You just lost the game.
No! I leaned in for fun, whimsical secrets. And I just lost the game. But thank you very much, Vera, for the 10 bits. But I'm so sorry to everyone else here in the chat because you were all just like hapless casualties of that game losing incident just now. You've had it brought to your attention and lost it. C-Bale said, Vi was streaming earlier and Vera was watching it. Wait, Vi. Do I know who? Oh, we talking about Ray? Are we talking about Ray? Or, no, crap, who's Vi? I get confused as to what people's real names are and what I call people. Vera said, yup. Queen Katie said, not yet, Logan. I'm waiting until after the game gives it to you, lol. Oak says, gosh, I want a burger. Vera says, burger. Queen Katie said, Vero, you might have to pin something soon, lol. Vera salutes. Oak says, I think Logan is going to be spoon-fed. Vera said, I think Logan has blue blood. Oak says, wow. Queen Katie said, hopefully Logan is smart, lol. Queen Katie says, in all caps, would this count, Oak? Oak said, no, the bet requires it to be this stream, I think. Queen Katie said, he figured it out. Oak says, I mean, he figured it out with multiple choice answer. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it counts or not. Vera says, I say it counts. Maybe we can say all the people who said yes can consider it as counting, and the people who voted no can consider it as not counting. Quigita said, yeah, but I thought he was going to choose the covering option. Well, I mean, that was like my first instinct when I was reading it, but then I got the memory, and I'm like, oh, wait a second. Wait, this makes sense. This makes sense. Quigita said, yes, let me refix the explanation thing, and there was the pin message there. Oak says, hey, I would say he only kind of proved you right. And Oak says, wow, 3 hours. And Crystal with some raid suggestions. Thank you very much, Crystal. Let me copy these down into my text file over here, because we're going to need to be making use of these in just a few moments here. Because I don't know what happened to the time. I mean, I feel like that happens a lot on these streams, so I should probably get used to just saying, you know, time. And they even have like that saying, time flies when you're having fun, but it still just feels weird to me. Let's see. Oh, and Crystal with even more raid suggestions in the next comment. Wow, it's gonna take me a minute to like copy all these over and then like put them all into to Twitch and see who has what, all that good stuff. But thank you very much, Crystal, for all of these raid suggestions. You awesome. We should give like Crystal a big thanks somehow for always coming up with all these raid suggestions. Quigita said, I'm hunting down raids. Yay, Crystal the hero. Chris says, rip and little. Is that a, what is that? Is that a dancing LeChonk? I can't tell. Let's see. Quigita said, joke's on you. I'm deaf. And I took off my processor ASAP when I saw the word lost. But you know what it is now, that you lost the game. I mean, it's not that you hear about the game, it's that you lose the game if you think about the game. So you don't have to hear it, you just have to so much as think about it. And when people say it, it's not the act of hearing, it's the act of bringing it to your mind. Moonlight says, I is immune to the game. How are you immune? Did you get one of those things? I remember one time seeing like a meme that was like a little cat or something like that. It was like, this is the kitty cat of game. Thank you, Toilet Duck, for the reminder. I will save right now, even though I just saved earlier, I'll do it again because I'm a good trained Pavlovian dog. But I think I saw a meme where it's like, I'm the something cat, and if you see me, then you are immune to ever losing the game, or congratulations, you've won the game, and you can never lose it again, or something like that. Is that what happened? Did you win the game? Let's see, Oak says, I don't know what this means. Are you not familiar with the game? The game is like a classic meme from internet history. I don't know where it originates, but the idea is the game, the few rules are, everyone is playing the game. Everyone is playing the game. And you lose the game if you think about the game. And so it is that people just say the game, or you just lost the game, and it means that they lost the game. But the thing is that then you are once again playing again afterward as soon as you stop thinking about the game again. So yeah, does that make sense? Vera said, I'll get you next time to Queen Katie. Oak says, is this a reference? Bale said, you've rated him multiple times, Logan? Oh, okay, so it's not someone in our community. Okay. Thank you. That makes so much more sense then. I thought that it was like, because I know that Ray for a while was going by like Vivia, like from the character from Rain Code, and so that's why I was thinking that. Okay, thank you. Vera says, the game is a mind game in which the objective is to avoid thinking about the game itself. Thinking about the game constitutes a loss. Oak says, oh. Vera said, so if someone says you lost the game, you lose. Oak said, joke's on you, I'm too distracted being sleepy. Vera said, the longest you avoid thinking about it, the best. Crystal says, our mod betrayed us and we lost the game. Rip. Vera said, I was targeting Logan. Sorry, y'all. That's the thing, you all were just collateral damage. That's the word I was looking for. Quiggy says, dang it, Logan. Crystal says, it's the character. Oak says, thank you, Crystal. Quiggy said, thank you for the very memorable stream. Ooh, I see what you did there. Oak says, how classic is it? Like, how old? I don't know. I can look it up if you guys want to know. When did the game start? Okay, here we go. There's a Wikipedia page for it. So, the origins of the game are uncertain. The most common hypothesis is that the game derives from another mental game, Finchley Channel, while the original version of Finchley Channel involves taking turns to name stations in 1976. Okay, that's got to be way too old. The first known reference to the game is a blog post from 2002. There we go. The author states that they found out about it about 6 months ago. So it was either 2001, 2002. So like early heyday of the internet, apparently. Let's see. Moonlight says, yes, I found a permanent one. Awesome. So that means you're immune, so you can hear about the game all you want. Oak said, thank you for the very Pegabull B-U-L-L stream. Oak said, thank you for the stream longer, made me smile. Oak said, oh, that's way too early for me. I was like 6 years old, but it doesn't matter. You are playing the game with that 3 hours, 9 minutes, and 29 seconds. I caught up to chat for the first time of the night. And I tell you guys what, as soon as we are done here, I am going to be rushing off to get something to drink because I am so freaking thirsty right now. But first of all, I got to check these raid suggestions. If anyone is lurking, let me give you the rundown on everything here. Oh, darn it. One of them, these people has a VTuber with big googly eyes, and that's cute, but there are people with fewer viewers. But yeah, let me give you the rundown. If you were lurking, we stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, currently alternating between this game, Ace Attorney Spirited Justice, and Metaphor Refantasio. We're toward the end of Spirited Justice, so maybe around the beginning of the new year, we'll be starting Edgeworth Investigations 2. Also, what else am I supposed to say? Oh, yeah, I guess that's it. But here, let's do the raid. Let's institute the raid there and do the raid command. There, that is. I don't know if somebody already posted the link tree, but I will post it as well. Here is a link tree if anyone is lurking and interested. That link tree has my Discord invite link, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, all of those good things. And once again, just a big thanks to we got 2 new followers tonight. So thank you both. I really greatly appreciate that. And yeah, so Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. So that means tomorrow is going to be Metaphor Refantasio. We are entering a new phase of the game. Last stream was cutscene heck. The entire stream, other than briefly searching through the city streets for a young girl, was just cutscenes. So hopefully we'll get to actually do something, or maybe just cutscenes. Maybe that's fun. I don't know. Let me read some more here, though, because people are posting stuff. Queen Katie said, see y'all next time for some road tripping. Oh, yeah, that's right, because we're in the Gauntlet Runner now. Magpie says, good night, Logan. Oak says, no, I was negative 6 years old. Get water, Logan. Good night, everyone. Well, it doesn't matter. You don't have to have been alive when the game started, because when you're born, you're now joining it. Moonlight says, 2001? Dang, I didn't realize it was that old. Like I said, 2002, I guess, the earliest known blog post. Guy said 6 months ago, so it would depend on what month it was in 2002. Moonlight says, night all. Yes, I love and appreciate you all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. This was fun tonight. I'm glad that I kind of didn't disappoint you with the bet, but enjoy the raid. Bye, everybody. See you tomorrow for Metaphor. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. And for those watching the VOD, good night as well.